Clears throat. Attention furry friends. The stream will be back soon. In the meantime, go chase some squirrels or nap in a sunbeam. Lol.
Hello explorers, welcome back to the Fae Wilds. Hello Infinity, hello Time, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good. We're just gonna do rant. Yeah, that's right, you better run. You better scatter. We're gonna be doing random who knows what. Awake, alive, and out to commit various crimes. Good. Excellent. As one does, as one should. We're in the Fae Wilds. We're gonna be doing some music to start with. Actually, come to think of it, I want to check. What is your Fugi Reactive? Ooh, that's exciting. They'll say that here. The less evidence, the better. Damn. Damn. Oh, about the crime part. I mean, listen, it's fine. We don't really have any, like, law enforcement in the Fae Wilds. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, we've got, like, you know, more adventuring kind of enforcement from external threats. Less, listen, you know what do you do? Steal Fleur's cakes? Oh, man. Fool, we are the law. Yeah, technically it's true. Ifni, you and Time are the law, so, you know. I guess it depends on, like, if you guys, what, like, you know, is it a crime if there's not a law against it, you know? Does it count? Look, the less paperwork, the better. I like the idea. It's like, yeah, you know, listen. That's not a crime because then I'd have to do paperwork. Can't believe this. Can't believe this. Right, I wanted to check. Actually, let me get... So when I'm not messing around with music, I should get Pretzel going. While I wait, before I start on this, so we're gonna try and I'm gonna try and get as much as I can. I didn't really feel like I have the drawing tablet out. I don't know if I'll draw today or not. Make a completely lawless society, not because anarchy, but because severe laziness. I mean, basically, yeah, you know. Listen, as long as somebody doesn't come and shit in the floor, right? Just don't give us a reason, and there won't be a reason. You know, don't start shit, don't get shit. Easy peasy. You know how it is. Right, I wanted to check. Hold on. Ifni, what's your? Hold on. What's your? I have a user manager. Ifni, not Oifni. Ifni. What is your rank? Hello, Komodo. How's it going? Listen, I will show the Fae Wilds the wildest of hexes, such as this one. Oh, you know what? That's what you know. Okay, thank you. Rank 2, yeah, you're rank 2, prestige 1. Rank 2, tier 1. Okay, I'm just making sure because I haven't put all the. Because there hasn't been a reason for me to. What's my prestige? How many ranks and tiers do I have? I think I have all of the ranks in tier 1, but I don't have any of the other tiers yet. You made Gabby unable to level for like 32 years. What do you mean? What do you mean? She is absolutely capable of leveling now. Like God. In fact, Sifra can level other factions, you know. I think she can. It's Reggie. Hello, Reggie. I was looking at Prestige real quick. Where's my Prestige? Where the heck is it? God. You'd think I would know where my shit is. I don't care about the card. I just want achievement grid? What are oh, this is the cards you attach them to. That's what these are. Default. Yeah, so I have 10 ranks in tier 1, and I haven't put any of the other tiers because I haven't had a need to. I haven't needed to put any of the other tiers in yet, but I might need to. Is she Prattle? I mean, you know, I need to put in the other dungeons. I need to sit down and finish. You know, maybe we drop the adventure system, at least for now. So me doing Gab was doing nothing? No, she levels up. She's been fixed since like January. There was a brief period of time in December where she was having a problem leveling up because the code to level her up wasn't there. But that was fixed. It's been fixed for months now. I can't believe this lies and slander. To the this is unfair. This is abuse. This is unfair, unusual treatment. Ah! Yeah, see, she was being sabotaged, is what was going on. I need to make some shorts promoting the faction system is what I need to do. Mino Loaf. I was gonna say something, and then I forgot. I think it was like, uno, dos, tres. Oh my god. So I need to get this redone, but with a purple background. Actually, no, there's a rainbow in the back. I can't do that. Ugh. I could filter the white out, but then you'd have, transparent dancing cats. Which, might look a little weird. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a smidge. Maybe just a smidge. Oh, right. I'm gonna make your command time. It's gonna be Hex Foxboy. Wouldn't it be more hilarious? That's a good point. It would be more hilarious. Where's my studio? Hold on. We'll do that real quick. Sure. Why not? Why not? Video. Where's Unos Dos Trace? It's in here somewhere. God, I've got so much shit in this one scene. God.
Mino Loaf?
Don't you Mino Loaf me. I'm trying to find it. God, every time you do so redeem, it bounces to the top. Narc, that's Neko, Robotnik, Warning, Professor Alex. There it is. Make his life hell. No, wait, please. I just found it. I need a chroma key. Oh my god. Hello, Caden. How's it going? Deck Foxboy neck. Oh, man. Oh, Deck Foxboy next. I should redeem a bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Time. That's right. That's still going on, by the way. This isn't technically an advertisement. However, if you would like to support the channel, there's the link.
There's a time and a place for everything, but not now.
I know. However, custom color, select color, white. I don't know how this is gonna look, but we're gonna give it a shot. Silly Monkey 2? Was there a Silly Monkey 1? What happened to the first one? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, hold on. I wanted to... Let's get down. I want Unos Dos Tres. Why is it not showing? Okay, apparently filtering by white is a bad time. That's not great. me scoot this down. So the monkey was already taken. I see. I can't believe the first one took it. I just, oh my gosh. Is all color. So, you know, I mean, I guess it's true. As opposed to me, who's a good time. That's true, you are a good time. But I got done playing Uno still straight. Because I'm punching buttons. Did you hydrate? I did hydrate. In fact, I'll hydrate again, just for you. I warned you guys I was working on redeems. You can't be poking redeems while I'm poking redeems and then complain to me that the redeem didn't work because I'm punching buttons. Slurp from the pail. Oh my god. Oh, it's awful. Why? What is happening? Ah! Crunchy. What have you done? What do you mean? Listen. Oh god. I don't know. Maybe I leave it like that. I know we're kidding, and I have the colors white. I don't understand. That's so weird.
You don't know?
That's so bizarre. Me no no. Why? But why though? But for why? It's weird. Loaf! It's loaf. That's true. This is something. Yeah, okay, thank you. Why? I think OBS is confused. What is happening? Oh god. It's like... that's not how color filters work! If I make it... What if I do this? I'm tempted to leave it like this. Because that's a little funny. That's a little funny. Granted, it kind of defeats the point. Is it chroma key? It's chroma key. It's a chroma key. The faintest hint of mustache. Still point of chroma key. I don't understand. Because I turn up the similarity, it just gets worse. All right, maybe it's not chroma key. Maybe it's yes. Maybe we'll just do color correction. Or color key. Yeah, we'll do color key instead of chroma key. Color, do that. Turn the similarity down. Your mustache disappeared that time. That's, yeah. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Remixes and to redeem. Oh wow, it even got the cat somehow. All right, you know what? I'm not gonna question it. This is close enough. I don't know if that cat. Hold on. Now I gotta check. Aha, it's not capturing. Why? Why though? For why? Don't mess with Limbus Content. No, wait, I do want to mess with Limbus Content. Oh, but it's not capturing the... Yeah, it doesn't capture the scene, because I can't... Because it's dumb. It's stupid. It's because I can't capture the main scene, because the main scene has the capture scene in it, and then we get into a recursion loop, and OBS shits itself when I do that, so I can't do that. So I can't capture the redeems... You can only capture technically what's displayed in the display box. So in this case, it'd be like, which I didn't have that set up right now, but you know. There we go. Go one layer up then. I can't because it recursively checks downwards. I tried that. I tried to have a scene that contained the main scene and then tried to capture that scene and it was like, no. So one thing I guess I could do... No, but it does take a picture. I don't... I would need to rewire it, I think, because of the way it works. Oh, but can I take a picture of... Shove everything one layer down? Yes. Defeat the entire point of scene nesting and just flatten everything. I would love to have 700,000 items in a single scene. That's not a problem at all. Of course, what do you think I am, Impulse? Good lord. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. What was I was checking something because it takes a picture, but I think it's because you'd have beaten that 10-way fight in Silk Song faster. You know, I probably would have. It wouldn't. Listen, I'm not saying I wouldn't struggle, but I typically prefer those kinds of games, especially if they give me dodge like iframes and parries, because I love dodging things and parrying things. And I heard that game has a parry in it. I was looking for the capture scene. That's the output. What is this? All right, this is image caption, image username. Then we have the games. Then we have all of this crap. No real dodge frames. Parry cost mana. Parry cost mana. Who makes the parry cost mana? Good lord. Crescendo 1.13, the flattening update. Oh, that's why I can't nest it. So technically I could. That's right. I have a note here. I could nest it, but the problem is that you wouldn't be able to see it on stream. Is the issue there. Parry was their hit attack. Oh, I mean, you can do that. But the timing is pain. Ah, perfect. Just like in Souls game. Ah, right at home. I love painful timings. Oh, there's a parry spell. Okay. All right, well, I'll deal with that later. I don't know, maybe we do just remove it, and then I would make it easier on my end, because it would capture the whole frame. And I wouldn't have to worry. Minuscule parry windows be upon thee. I know, right? Hello, Skeeth, how's it going? Which probably deals less damage than the Ball of Pain spell. I guess that's true. Parry the platypus. Parry the platypus. Parry this fox boy. I can't. I legally cannot parry the slap. I legally can't. I wonder, man. I thought actually setting up a button that would like cancel it or something, but the problem is that trying to hit that many combo keys at the same time would probably cause a crash. OBS doesn't like it when you interrupts. It doesn't. Ball paint spell is overtuned, as it should be. A 1/1000 chance of parrying the slap. I could actually just make it random. I could do that. That would be the easy thing to do, where it does the slap and then it checks and is like, aha, we'll parry instead. Aha. All right, I know I said I was gonna do magic. I said I was gonna do music, and I'm not. Oh my god. Ugh. Makes a boss fight mechanic for chat. He did. It's called FFS. I mean, in real time. But it is in real time. What do you mean? You mean like, you know, I actually thought about doing that. I would have to transfer everything over to Warudo, because there is a way for me to set up real-time fight mechanics in Warudo. I know it's doable. I just don't. It would have to be its own project, and there's several months just gone. It would be peak, but one task at a time. And I really need to finish the Fae faction system. I really need to finish the Fae faction system. Drink water. I will do that. Do it, Fox Boy. I will, but I gotta do the Fae. I gotta, because if I don't finish the FFS, because right now I'm taking a break from it, so I can do this prep for this charity event instead. But if I leave that now, it will never get done. A 15th project to the list. I know, right? Because in between doing that, Limbus skits and normal skits, I just don't have the time. It also doesn't help that I just keep having technical problems. All this month has just been technical problem after technical problem. It has been a pain in my patootie. In my patooter. All right, where was I with this? into Warudo. I actually looked into it. I could build a middle management program. I could. There's no reason to. There's absolutely no reason. Oh, I still have the Enfield thing on there. I'm gonna turn that off. There we go. We don't need that there. That's done its job. You have a corkboard filled with unfinished projects. It's more like a couple sticky notes. Less room at this point. He's having the ideas. I've already had them. It just doesn't make sense. Like there's a way, because the whole driving factor behind the Fae faction system is number go up. That's the whole thing. I just have a room that has sticky notes all over it, and it's just ideas and projects just sitting there. I enjoy his rambling mind. His ideas amuse me. I'm glad my ideas amuse me. So here's the thing with that. So what you could do is, because the driving factor is the EXP system, right? The whole thing revolves around EXP going up, and then using the EXP to make other things go up. The room has no spot without sticky notes. Yeah, even the floor and ceiling is covered in sticky notes. It's just it's just a problem. Because when I integrate stuff with the Fae faction system, the only real integration you can do is here's EXP bonuses, woo, which is fine. But when you do that, the more of those I put in, the less incentive you have to interact with the factions, and that's kind of the point. So if it's easier to, beat the poo-poo out of me in a Warudo boss fight and make clips and, make redeems and do everything, then you're not going to level up the factions. And that kind of defeats the point. And at that point, I've just made shittier streamer bot. It's kind of pointless. I'm just reinventing the wheel. Which one prescript? You must watch an Ace Attorney. I got so much EXP of your clip farming ass. I know. That's what happens when I just decide, screw it. I'm either going to get paid or I'm not. It's got to be one or the other. Like, it's whatever. I'm not expecting a whole lot from this endeavor, but, maybe a bunch of you guys are going to, get on 15 minutes every single day for a week. But that's asking a lot. It's full super villain. Because I was like, I'm just gonna have fun with it. I'm just gonna do whatever, and just if I get in trouble, then I get in trouble. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. The worst that's gonna happen is Stream Elements is I'm sorry, we're gonna bar you from sponsorships, and I'm like, oh no, how could you do this? Whatever will I do? I won't be able to sponsor Raid Shadow Legends for the 14 trillionth time. Oh dear. Oh no. Anyways, it is a March, Foxboy. Your days are numbered. Yeah, March is going to be we got a bunch of stuff coming up for March. Yeah, tragic. Now, to be fair, Raid Shadow Legends does pay a shit ton of money, which is really weird. I don't know. There's something going on. It's a great first and maybe even second and maybe even third sponsorship because it's easy. There's low barriers to entry and there's just a ton of incentives. It's one of the best sponsorships you can get at a small size. But if my viewership quadrupled or sextupled tomorrow, then maybe running another Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship would be worth the time. But you guys have played the crap out of it. All right, there's not the grind, not the game, but the grind. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun to revisit it every again and just make fun of it. And just have fun messing around in the world and be like, yes, Dommy Mommy Furry Raid Shadow Legends. Haha, hee hee. And then, get 2 hours of content out of it and move on our merry ways. Make $600 or whatever. But pick the orc, autoplay until level 15, reap, and yeah. Just do it over and over. And I'm not supposed to listen. All right, you're not supposed to do that, man. The sponsors get mad. They're not going to check. They don't care. As long as I don't tell you guys, hey, all right, here's the plan, make 42 trillion account. Yeah, just don't do that. I didn't tell you to do that. Listen, don't worry about it. If anyone asks, so something about it being bad since there's no questionable art about the game. That's also kind of, yeah, it's kind of dumb flashbacks. Yeah, don't listen. It's fine. That's why you don't really do Raid Shadow Legends anymore. Because, like, it's just kind of, it's more work than it's worth at this point. I would need, like, an average of 40 to 50 viewers if I was going to do it again. 41 trillion accounts. Got it. I mean, you do you. I'm not going to stop you. I mean, I can't stop you. I'm going to tell you, no, don't do it. Like, officially. They'll never know. Well, see, that's the thing, because they don't care what they, you know, for legal reasons, they're going to care. But, you know, all they want to know is how much number go up so that we can put that on a marketing billboard somewhere. A lot of mobile games are the same, so they blend into one another. They kind of do. I won't wonk wink. Out of all the sponsorships I've done, I'm trying to think. Because I've done Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends pays really well. Like, they're really, I don't know. It's like I don't know. I have no idea. If I don't get sponsored, you know, if I get blocked from sponsoring Raid Shadow Legends, that's fine. But it feels like there's something going on, man. There's something's going on with them. It's like, yeah, you know, it's Raid a Honey situation. It feels like it. It really does. It feels like something's weird is going on with it. Because it's like, I can, like, if I were to pick up a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship right now, I can make like $200-$400, like, just downright, just good done. Like, no of my other sponsors have come close. The one that did, like, that was pretty decent was what was it? It's the gacha game, the furry gacha game that we played. Generic, yeah, it's like the most generic-y generic, but they got money for days, man. I don't know what it is. And there's like, the name escapes me right now. That one was pretty good. So generic outside of the real ass people. If we're talking about this, hold on, let me start the music back up. But, oh, what was it? I can't remember. Yeah, AFK Journey. Thank you, Skeet. AFK Journey was actually pretty good, I have to admit. That was a pretty fun time. It was a good sponsorship, very good partner. That was nice. HelloFresh was rough because they wanted me, the only way to get paid was to get signups for week-long meal plans, and no one wants to drop $150 on food. And I needed like 10 people to sign up. I did it just to see if I could, and I couldn't. I do not have the viewership for that. High quality for a mobile game. It really is. For a mobile game, it's really good. It was a good time. We'll see how Enfield goes. We'll see how that goes. You didn't get shit from me then. My broke ass ain't gonna be able to afford it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. And it's like, Star Trek was okay. I think it was Star Trek, whatever it was, Command or whatever. It was all right. It was a little rough. Their requirements were a little rough. What was it? The Kingdom one was awful. I was not thrilled with that. Food costs too much anyways. We're happy with our Costco hot dogs. That's the other thing. It's just like more expensive than eating out. And it's like, well, okay. And then you have all this waste you have to deal with. A game that's like every other game of that John. Yeah, it's like the John mobile game. Because, all right, so when I get asked to do sponsorships, it's usually an email from Stream Elements, and they have like 4 or 5 of them. And they're like, hey, are you interested in any of these? And I'm like, okay. And I'll look at it, and I get a, give me an indie over AAA. See, that would be nice. I would like to get sponsored by like an actual indie company or something. But that's really hard to do because I would need a viewership in at least in the 20s consistently. I can get keys every now and again. I can get keys, but it's not like a paid sponsorship, right? It's just early access sponsorship. Which those are fun. Those are fun, especially if I'm interested in a project. But those are very scarce, and I'm not really big enough to warrant, you know, investment in, you know, if you think about it, right, if you got a marketing budget, it's like, who am I gonna give my money to? Like Nyanners, who has thousands of people watching her, or this random furry VTuber that's got like 10 people? You know, it makes sense. You know, from a marketing standpoint, Jack could be an indie company if we had funding. Yeah, I mean, that's true. You guys could be, you know, you guys invest in me to make a game. That would be, I mean, you're already technically investing. For every time you subscribe, you're technically investing in my content. Because, you know, I use that money to make emotes or pay editors or, you know, fund editing programs so that I can make clips and skits and that sort of thing. Subscribe. The biggest support you can do is spreading the word and watching. Like, subscribing is nice, money is nice. I can use money to do money things, but the biggest support you can do for any VTuber is like sharing the content. Like when I post a video, you take the link and you post it in like other communities, that sort of thing. Have decent charisma. I think you guys have great charisma. Hello Trace, how's it going? The biggest support is finding whales for the fox boy. That, I mean, listen, whales are helpful. However, Trace, thank you for the resub. 52 months. My God, you've been here for a while. Trace, I don't know what it is, but every time when you stop by, I think of the Kenshi series. I don't know what it is, and it's like every time you're like, "Hey," and then you know, I see your name come up, and I'm like, "Oh, I need to work on that." I've been like conditioned or something. I don't know. I've been Pavlovian conditioned. No one ever refused to, debatably. I can't believe this. I don't even get to be told I'm a good boy. Man, good. Maybe one day I'll get back to that series. Now that all right, so you know, after I had some scheduling issues. So now that I have a workflow in, making skits is a lot easier. But for a while there, it was really rough. Why doesn't Kenshi remind you of Kenshi? I don't know. You would think it would. I don't. Whenever I see Kenshi, I misread it in my dyslexic, stupid mush brain as Kakashi. Probably because he's also a ninja dog, and so I'm like, it's Kakashi. Whenever I see Kenshi, I just think Kakashi. Just believe it in my brain. Listen, man, I don't question how my brain works. It just does. As long as it keeps functioning, I'm not gonna question what's going on up there. Oh geez, but yeah, I want to start. So that video Caden posted about dyslexia in a game was accurate. Yeah. So hopefully I can get back to Kenshi. So, man, if I could just get over that last episode, you know, I plinko it at it like maybe one day a month, like once a month. I make a little bit of progress. Eventually it'll get done, but like the problem is that series started out as, oh, this is fun because it takes me like a minute to do an episode, and then we got to the point where it was taking me like days to make an episode, and then it stopped being fun. Because I was like, I gotta increase the production value, and that was a mistake. I should not have done that. Poke fun at you, Foxboy, but I've gained a new understanding of how bad that can be. That's fine. You can poke fun at me all you want. That's fine. I don't have it nearly as bad as like other people. Like, as far as that sort of thing goes, I'm very light on it. I've never been properly diagnosed for a lot of things. It's fine. I've just learned to live with it. Don't production value yourself into the ground. Yeah, that was a mistake. I was very new to content creation at the time. That was the first real series I had made. And so I was like, oh, this is neat. And then I kept increasing the production value. And, you know, back then I didn't have a lot of time, you know, didn't have a lot of stuff going on. So I had a lot of free time to devote to just the Kenshi stuff. Because that was my main bread and butter for a long time. I just did that. That was the main series, and then I did like small games as an off series, and now I'm doing like 600 trillion things. So, you know, autism and ADHD. Like, I'm not even sure I have both of those in some form. I know, right? The grind must grow. It really did. And I was sitting there. I actually had to have Sore, who goes by Fangs now. They actually like sat me down and said, you need to stop. because I was like, I have like 3 things to edit. Can you help me? And they're like, did you sleep? And I was like, no, I've been up for 48 hours working on this. And they're like, no, you stop. You can't. I'm not letting you stream today. Take the day off. I'll fix it. But you can't. And I'm like, oh, okay. Awful. I either am working hard or hardly working. I know, right? Exactly. Didn't cost months. That would also be nice. I just need to find time to go see a doctor is what I need to do. I have like the money to take care of myself now, but I don't have the time. Slaps you, throws you at the bed, sleep. Yeah, that's sometimes it has to happen. Because what'll happen is there a stop command? There was, and then I took it out because it was cluttering up. So I went through and removed a bunch of redeems that don't get used. Every 3-ish months, I'll go through and be like, does anyone use this? And if they don't, then I remove it. You monster! Listen, it gets used like once every, I don't know, 6 months. There's no reason to keep it in there because it slows my OBS down. It makes it take longer to load, and it eats up more memory, and it causes problems with graphics and all. It just causes issues. So I got to keep my OBS light, otherwise it has problems, crashes and stuff like that. I had a whole version of OBS. From when I updated to when the next update was, that just refused to believe that I shut the thing down properly. It just crashed itself to death every single time I was done. Oh, I am not making an OB. I looked into that once and I was like, no. No, thank you. The OBS bloat is... It really is. Because when you start, it's like, oh, this is great. And then you suplex the thing into the floor doing all this cool, crazy stuff. OBS wasn't meant for this. Your recertification test for ADHD was so mean. They gave you an IQ test while watching the cam in the room. Why don't you check your test to see when you answer the question wrong after you answered them right like 2 to 3 times? Oh, is it one of those where they ask you the same question but like in 2 or 3 different ways? And then you'll, trip yourself up and then mess one up? Oh, man. Good lord. I hate those questions. I hate those questions. Questions are the worst. That's why I don't like tests in general. Because all tests really... well, okay, I mean, for diagnosing things, those are fine. Those tests are important and useful. I'm talking about, like, memory retention tests. I hate those things. Music stuff. Yeah, because I'm about to play my music. They watched you, see how much you get up to move, spin in a chair, play with the pen. That kind of thing. I gotcha. My problem is that if I'm given a task and told to do it, I will sit there and freak out about it for however long. I forget where I am with this thing. It is all of that. Ugh. One of the other reasons I don't want to get diagnosed. One Winged Talkie theme. It does seem like that, doesn't it? Okay. Give me a task and it'll be done, or I'll do it last minute. Either or. I know, right? That's the other problem, is like I'll do something last minute. Like, oh shit, because I'll forget. Or I'll get started on a task and then it'll be like 5 in the morning and I'm like, what happened? That's what happened with the Fae faction system. That's why it got done so fast. Like, you would see, like, large chunks of updates happen at once because I would start on it and then forget what living was and then be like, oh, man, I did all this stuff. And it's like, oh, but I'd spent 10 hours doing it. Oops. That's when I found out the IQ test. They told me straight up I'm a genius and I, without a doubt, have ADHD. Yeah, we yelled at you for that. Yeah, I do know you did. At the end of every session, hey, we leveled, because I need to do it right freaking then, or it won't be done until like 15 minutes into the session. Oh, yeah, that's, that's the other thing, is like I have to... Now, I'm one of these people that's like, if I can automate something, I will automate it. And I had leveling audit, like for D&D stuff, I had it automated there for a while. Got wildly high spatial awareness for some reason. You know every blade of grass's location within a 5-mile radius, as time does. I need to figure out how to do... There's like that sharp noise sound. May need eeps. Yeah, the clangs. Okay, and then we have the drawn out notes. The drawn out notes. This VOD's probably gonna get taken to town after this, but that's fine. Sounds like a rim shot to me. See, that's what I think it is. The problem is, like, I'm not familiar enough with all the notes, so I gotta pester Rowan and be like, hey, Rowan, how do I make this sound happen? It could also be a sample. That's the other thing. I don't have a good collection of samples. Mako! Hello, Mako. Ah! Oh, man, are we star citizening? Are we citizening of the stars? Sup? How's it going? It's going good. It's a Mako! Hello, Mako. Did you see? Did I see what? I see a lot of things. I've seen a bunch. I mean, we could. I knew you were playing it Friday, but I didn't know when. So I was just doing this little pre-stream. Dino Crisis is on Steam, and it works. Really? That might be something fun to do. I want to do that. I want to do 9 Souls. And I'm prepping for Legend of Legaia, but I'm waiting for the charity event after that. You're here, Star Citizen? Yeah. Get pots and pans and go from there. Okay, well, I do not have a studio set up to make my own samples. That's not gonna happen. Dino Crisis 1 and 2. And are $5 each. Oh. Man, Dino Crisis was a time, man. They were like, what if we did Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs? Man, all those kinds of like Resident Evil clones back then, despite being clones, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. How you doing, by the way, Mako? How's it going? I'm checking the thing here. All right, there we go. Just fucking tired. Work beating the hell out of me. I understand. Oh my god, do I understand? That was crazy, and it was on Steam and not GOG. I know, it's usually you find that stuff on GOG. It's a little weird that it's on Steam. Putting in effort and having to optimize made good games. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's like, what is it? It's been what I like to call trade show month. So I work in an industry where, customers find vendors via trade shows. They figure out new products, all the other fun stuff. So it's been trade show after trade show all throughout February. Which now I don't go to the trade shows, but I do have to support all the bullshit that we that we support and sell. So it's like, they go to a trade show and they're like, well, I need this demo set up. And I was like, okay. And then someone else is like, well, I need this demo, but it needs to be different. I need this demo, but I need to work on this system. And despite my best efforts, I cannot get these vendors to like preemptively set stuff up. Like I was in December being like, hey guys, I need you to install this stuff and let me know what you need fixed before January. And then it was February and they're like, I need all this stuff set up because I'm going to a trade show in like 3 days. And it's like, guys, please. And so that's why this month has been a nightmare. I have no sick. That was fast. Oh, goddamn, that sounds awful. It is. It's awful. That's why skits have been slow. That's why shit hasn't been happening this month. That's why streams have been erratic. This February is awful every single time. Had 102 temp, but it broke today. Oh man, that's really. Oh man, love terrible clients. I know, right? 2 days sick and now free. I want to eat again. I do love it when after you get like sick and you get better and you're like, I could eat the world. I could eat the world. March though, it should. The 1st of March is gonna be rough because I'm running a charity event. I say rough. It's just gonna take time. The charity event I hope is gonna be fun. I hope it's gonna be amazing because we're gonna involve chat with it this time. We're gonna be setting up this weekend, but after that, I will finally be free and can do some actual stuff. I want to do 9 Souls. Maybe we'll do some, I don't know, Dino Crisis or something. I don't know. Whoa! Can get back to making more skits. That'll be fun. That'll be neat. Terraria with the wand of sparkling. Just keep in mind it's going to be vanilla Terraria. You like Nine Souls? I do. I want to play Nine Souls. I haven't played it. I've only heard of it, and I've seen like a little bit from the demo. Did you play the bunny platformer? Which one? I'll go spawn a boss before we're all ready. Oh, hell yeah. Perfect. Rusty Rabbit. I don't think I have. Speaking of the weather, though, like, good lord, like, it's been really warm, which was fine. And then yesterday it was just random blizzard. It was like warm the day before. It's been warm today, but yesterday it was just blizzard, which was really bad because I left the Fae Wilds and went into the human world for like, because I had shit to do, and I was like, oh, it's been warm, I'll be fine. And then I go in there, and it's like just blizzard, and then it took me like 2.5 hours to get home. It was like a 15-minute trip, and it was like, oops, now it's 2.5 hours. I've been battering at a ton due to work, and I just want to nap. I mean, that's fine. No, you can just vibe. Like, don't feel pressure to do Star Citizen. Just because I'm like, Mako, we gotta get in the ship. Wake up, Mako, we gotta get in the whole scene, fight the fucking freight elevators for 3.5 hours so we can make one delivery. Woo! Don't you want to do that? Doesn't that like sound like fun? I'm sure that's great. Come on, we can go park in and out of a cargo box for 2 hours waiting for cargo to work. Don't you want to do that? Doesn't that sound like fun? Don't you want to unload and load 74 SCU, crates, but only one SCU boxes at a time, and then transport them like 30 minutes across the system so that we can unload it again? Doesn't that sound great? They fixed they also need to fix the moth too. That's true. That's not my speed. It's all right. I'm gonna be real with you. It's gotten better. It used to be way worse. I don't know if that makes it better or not. I like that game. I love that game. I'm glad they've stopped going really dumb with the marketing. Thank God. Like when they announce a ship, they usually release it immediately. I think we're gonna get one more concept ship, and that's it. They've started to meet all of the goals and everything that they said they would. Like they're slowly getting there. If they can release Squadron 42 this year, will be good. Don't Actions of Creation themselves to death when they pull a No Man's Sky and turn the whole game around. See, that's what I'm hoping for. Like, if No Man's Sky could do it, come on, Star Citizen can do it. Like, the game is fun. I'll give it that. It can be frustrating. It's not fun if you play it, like, every single day. Usually, I play it, like, once a week, and it's a good time. It's a great time. I can just vibe. I can do some combat. I love the Onyx missions. The Onyx dungeons are amazing. I love that. Like, they have some boss fights. There's, like, so much stuff you could do now, and most of the time it works. Like, 85 to 90% of the time it works. It's great. I mean, yes, it could be much better, but ASD is so fun. I love the ASD stuff was so good. That's what they said, and I hope they keep to it. Here with my Limbus and my vintage story. Oh, I really hope. I'm looking forward to the next vintage story update with water wheels. When that happens, we need to go pester Apollo to start the server back up. Your Age of Empires. That's also a good one. I haven't played that in a while. Classical JRPG. Oh, you want a classical JRPG? Boy, howdy. When I start Legend of Legaia, that's going to be a time. Snipers and ASD nuked me. God, I know, right? That sniper wasn't it because AI was overtuned there for a while. Also, I see Rusty Rabbit. Okay, we might play that. I've got a couple of recommendations that I need to get through. One or two couple times. Mako, what's your favorite ship, by the way? Oh, it's the that's right, State 90 Jump. That's what your favorite ship is. Good old Origin. You gotta love me some Origin. I swear I will play Rapid and Steel one of these days. I was hoping to get the cover done. Shit, that's another thing I need to do. God, I've got the cover videos. I need to re-sing my covers. Fenton, how you doing? Fenton, the Wiggles are here. How was the wedding? I hope it was good. The Liberator and he can't. I know, right? I'm still waiting for my Starfarer, the Starliner. I want my Starliner. I want to carry NPC. I just want to drive NPCs from planet to planet. That's all I really want to do.
Pause at the
and my
screen
medical
and
gameplay,
looks up at the camera
like actual
with
medical missions.
Curious eyes, Fenton,
Oh, it's
the local
tomorrow.
YouTuber.
Oh, so you just traveled
Playing
out.
Eugenics,
Okay, you're
the
staying
game where
there.
cute kitties are the stars.
How is Eugenics going, by the
Well,
way?
I'm Velvet, Fenton's pet fox, And I'm here to hashtag furry
Empire Stone
hashtag
Gold or I will
Vtuber
perish.
hashtag game dev.
As you
Let's
did,
check
as
out
you
Finch
should.
and Ferox's channel together. Yips and wags my tail
Manicures, you've got a
excitedly.
haircut? Oh, hell yeah. Manicures are the best, dude. I love good manicure. Your hands feel so pretty afterwards. It's so clean. Foxboy the type to enjoy barotraumatic. Is that a mod for barotrauma? It's fun when it's not being unfair. Oh, is it unfair? I haven't played barotraumatic. I haven't played that mod. I don't usually. So barotrauma's fun if I don't have to think. It's a hyper realistic medical stuff. Oh, really? Okay, so I like playing support. I really like doing support, but unless all right, I say I'm like I don't like super complicated stuff, and then I'll play Space Station 13. It depends on how clunky the interface is. Hyper realistic clowns. Oh no. See, there you go. You just get really unlucky. Oh, it's one of those games where it's just RNG driven. Ugh. Like to fix a cut, you end up halfway killing the patient. Oh, okay, see, that might be a little rough. Basically total neurotrauma to fuck up. Oh, really? Interesting. Did you see the recruitment humble bundle? The recent humble? I have not seen the recent humble bundle. Much I can vibe with the system. Yeah, because like in Space Station 13, it was complicated, but it was simple. If that makes any sense. Like if I wanted to do an organ transplant, there was like 42 billion steps, but they were all very simple to execute. And if you knew what the skill came down to execution and not so much what fucking button do I hit to replace this kidney, right? And so if you got good, you could do all 42 steps in like a couple seconds. Dedicate corp ampules, fix 90% of neurotrauma energy. That's funny. Regeneration. What are you up to? I'm trying to make a song that I keep getting. I like to chat with you guys. I like to chat. I'm a chatter. I'm a yapper. I yap, like any good fox does. They're giving. What is going on here? Beam Dog and Owl. Oh, Beam Dog. Holy schmoly, man. I just finished. What was it? Icewind Dale 2. $23 for Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader Pathfinder. Season 1 and Season 2 Pass. Pathfinder Kingmaker. Baldur's Gate 1. Enhanced Edition Planescape Torments. Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition and Myth Force. How many tails is I have 2. Renard has 2 tails. I can have 9, but I use my power to seal powers beyond comprehension. Really, is to protect Crescendo. So I sealed a bunch of my powers into the Crescendo seal. So I only have 2 of my tails right now. Is being the English teacher that didn't have anything prepared and is letting class distract them. Exactly, as you do. With 3 other DLC. That's a lot. My gosh. Hey, does anyone remember what was that game we played? That one weird D&D game that was some weird ass mix between Pathfinder and 2nd edition that crashed within the first 2.5 hours of stream. That would have been a long time ago. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Sealed away impulse in the astral sea. Yeah, where he belongs in his stinky rock in space. Gosh. Was it not Pathfinder? I can't remember what it was, but it was some weird amalgamation of like, I think it was 3.0 and 2.0. Can't say it. I was like, I played a bard, like, because what they wanted you to do was make like 4 or 5 party members and then recruit the rest of them out in the field. It was so weird. Legend of Legaia? Hello, Exus, how's it going? Oh, this is what I'm just using for a song reference. Have lore, meanwhile Fenton is just me. Listen, you don't need a complicated lore. I just like to write stuff. I like world building and stories. So I tend to go overboard. Yes, Temple of Elemental Evil. That's what it was. I was excited to play that and I couldn't get it to fucking run. We finally found out why 3E was made. The Queen of Pain made 3E after killing Vecna. Oh, I see. Gastella, hello. I'm good at it. What am I good at? I don't know. I don't think I'm good at anything. I'm decently all right at a bunch of stuff. I mean, if you look at the last Limbus skit I made, you got a bunch of people that were not thrilled with me. My favorite was, I got 2 comments. One of them said, "Why does Don Quixote sound German?" And the other one says, "Why does Don Quixote sound French?" And I'm like, I don't know if I should be proud or distraught that I managed to make Don Quixote sound both German and French at the same time. You did good art. Writing stories and game design in general. Oh man. Today was draining but still productive. That's always good. I always like a good productive day. World build with you when we do. Oh, that's right. We're gonna play Daggerheart. Yeah. Vecna died on the way out, was remaking time. Oh, okay. At least they made sense. That's kind of nice. Just plugging stuff together. I'm on Infinity's side. Oh no. Oh no, you're on Infinity's side. I'm gonna get slapped. Oh god. All right, what's this? Okay, so there's drawn out burr. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if I go here, where was I? What was I doing? What was the Queen of Pain? She's no one knows how old she is. I think I have a lot of. I was about to say I have a like I think my favorite D&D moment, but I have a lot of favorite D&D moments. Those are rim shots or accident hits on the drum head. Oh man, look at Ifany out here with the actual music knowledge. Okay. So I need to go here. 5 years help. I need to listen to this again. Okay, so it's just immediately this again. We'll just take the violin and do it again. No. I hear that fantasy inspiration in there. That synth line gives a big Final Fantasy IV boss vibes. I'm glad that's because that's kind of what I was going for. I really just wanted to sort of take apart a song and put it back together so I knew what the fuck I was doing. You're heading out. All right, Nick Nack. You have a good eep. I hope you have a fantastic sleep. Get some of that rest. Because I am currently operating off of energy drinks. Oh, man. As one does. Don't explode. Rewrites all of space and time and all planes with a full speak of the primeval. And she just spoke it in full. You know, as you do when you're rewriting space and time, that's fine. End of work week tends to be like that. You know, that's true. That's fair. I'm actually pretty lucky that my job kind of just lets me do whatever I want. So long as everyone's happy in the company, I can just kind of get away with whatever. Mostly because the knowledge and skill set I have is so esoteric that like I get stuff done that isn't designed to be done. Which happened on accident, by the way. I hadn't planned for that, but it just happened. Speak that without just dying, or well, even mostly knowing it. Wilson, she doesn't care. She does what she wants. Power word kill just kills. Yeah, one more day at staring at sniped. Uh-oh. Can't be vibe coded out of a job. I can't because I would love to see a vibe code try and write up the stuff that I write because it uses 3 different languages. It is both C, C++, and C# all in one. It is such an amalgamation of nonsense that's just absurd. 15 works of the lost language. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's like, oh, what is it we do? it's all the, it's like this, it's hard to explain because it's like shit that's been in production since like the fucking 60s. And it's just been a nightmare. It's a nightmare to maintain. It's a nightmare to write stuff for. I gotta hydrate. And the only reason I know how to do it is out of necessity. You know. Oh, there we go. Nice hydration. I'm trying to think. Because I worked for basically it was a software shop, right? It's a book that the author refuses to stop writing despite the rules of magic changing 80 times. Yeah, see, there you go. I worked for a software shop, and what they did was uh they dabbled in, they basically were jack of all trades, right? They would take on contracts from bigger companies, and one of the companies they took a contract from was grocery store. And so, funnily enough, if you go to a grocery store, you're going to hear all kinds of words. You're going to hear things like lock and IBM and Encore and ISIS 45 and Retalix and whatever the hell. Here's the secret: unless your name is IBM, everything runs off of the same code that was written once back in like the forever ago. All grocery platforms are almost exactly the same. The only one that I think is different is lock, and it's only kind of different. So the problem is once you learn the base foundations for one of them, you just know it for all of them, which is really useful if you're in an industry that's like, we want these changes made, and you can kind of go work for whoever at that point, because you can just kind of make custom whatever for any grocery store on the planet now. It's just being held up by the one program that being occasionally updated by a dude in their 90s. Yeah, it's what it was. So when you had somebody like me who had no idea what he was doing, and accidentally like dug into and learned, and I didn't do it on purpose. I did it because I needed the credit, right? Because I was sort of an intern at the time. I was just kind of contract worker, and I was like, okay, well, I would really like to keep being paid money because I like money. And I was like, well, what do you need done? And they're like, well, there's nothing you can really
Clear's throat
do.
all right, my fuzzy friends.
Velvet,
Looks like
please.
it's time for a quick ad break.
Velvet, please.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back on the air soon.
Velvet,
Keep
please.
those paws ready for more tail wagging fun. Lol.
So the problem was that they didn't have anything for me to do. Oh, hi ads. And so I guess I should wait for the ads. The ads to finish. I can't believe this. Oh, that's right. How long does this draw out for? 4, 1, 2, 4. Okay. I think that's a whole bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll use both strings. And then I gotta step them all up here. Boop. Okay. Porphyry trapped in ad heck. I know. Yeah, we'll do the whole gosh darn thing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It's 4 of them. Okay. So then I gotta come down here, and then I gotta. Where's the note? There it is. That's way too long. So let's scoot that down to a single bar. And then if I remember Rowan correctly, I need to step this up. Except actually I want this to be lower. Is that how that sounds? I might need to go lower than this. Can I go a whole octave, actually? Okay, I don't want to select both of them. I just want the one, please. Thank you. Okay, that's good. I think. It's on C4, so this should also be on C4. I think. Oh, I just moved it past C4. Ew. Musical Bad Maestro making a musical masterpiece. More at 11. Oh, don't delete it. These are strings, and this is. Repeat the last 3 minutes of ranting, Foxboy. I actually wasn't ranting. I was waiting for ads to finish. I was waiting for ads to finish. It was basically oh yeah. So I was waiting for a contract to do something, and they're like, well, we don't have anything for you to do, but we do have. And I was like, well, what about that one contract we got from that that grocery store vendor that wanted some custom thing for some of their customers, and I was told like, well, that's like, that's code from like the forever ago. You like, and it's like, do you know any C or C++? And I was like, well, I do know C++. And like, so they said, okay, well, we're still looking for an expert to deal with it. So tell you what, if you can fix it, if you could do this contract, then we'll keep you on. And I was like, okay. And so, but I had to do it before they found an expert. And so I did. I went to spend a week and I got it done and I sent it out and it worked. And they're like, oh, sweet. And so then they kept I became that specialist that they were like, they just kept giving more and more of those jobs to do. So I got very familiar with it. And then the company that was giving us contracts just hired me directly. Can't believe that I will see the next dot hack game before I die. I know, right? They just keep coming out with new ones. That blew my mind. I was like, dang. Ba-da-ba. As a VTuber should. Foxboy promoted himself. Yeah, I did something. it was kind of a promotion, How do I do that step up though? Is it double? Hold on. Is that a whole octave between each one? You're back. Don't be sorry. How you doing? Welcome back, Wibbles. Wibbles. Weddings are always fun. Weddings are weddings are always fun when you have no expectations. I was the best man at a wedding. That was a time. It involved several pounds of potatoes and a dog. I want to find a group to play Lancer with. Dude, Lancer looks like so much fun. Lancer looks like a lot of fun. I do want to play Lancer at some point. I just, finding somebody who wants to learn a whole new system and run a Lancer game. Hi, Beck, I'm dying. I've never been a best man. I didn't think it would be as stressful as it was. Did you see that there's a Lancer SRPG? Really? Really? Oh. I would maybe I will play if it's a Lancer SRPG. now that's Lancer Tactics. Now that sounds pretty good. Lancer sounds cool. It's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's the one with basically Titanfall. Titanfall meets Evangelion. Potato is the most versatile spud. It really is. That's the mech one? Yeah, that's the mech one. The mech one. The one that has the mechs. The one that I was reading the memes for, which was funny. I love those memes. My ass is the ass. Mechs are fun. Mechs are cool. I can't wait for, was it Diesel Punk? Is it Diesel Punk? Oh no, wait. Actually, I think there's a game coming out called Lancer that's not, it's like Diesel something. I don't remember, but it's basically Titanfall, but Diesel Punk is what it is. Is it Diesel Knights? I think it's Diesel Knights. That's got me excited. I'm ready for Diesel Knights. I'm ready for these nuts. All right, let's do. Where's Where's my button? That is not a note I wanted. I want a single note, please. Jesus Christ. Band led, please. Except I want it much shorter. How zoomed in do I need to be? All right. Move the note. God. Diesel Punk? Yeah, exactly. Diesel Knights? I don't think it's called Diesel. Diesel Knight, as in like Sword and Shield Knight. The Titanfall like called Shatter Rush. Oh. Where you steal other people's Titans. That's interesting. Oh, Knights. Yeah. I think it's called Diesel Knights. I don't actually know. I can't quite remember. It's been a while since I've looked into it. Overpowered? Hell yeah. Oh. A 6v6 game that has mechs in it. Oh. Padunk! Oh my gosh. All right. When is the Fae Metalcore remix coming out?
It's
oh
me,
my god, I
your favorite
barely
hashtag
it's a
furry,
Padunk.
hashtag dyslexic, hashtag
You think you
Vtuber
want to play
hash.
for Daggerheart since
I'm
I
here
have
to
you
shout out my
cornered.
butt
Uh-oh.
Padunk for
I
their
can't
amazing
escape.
retexture work on the 18 plus
Fae Music, a
Planet
subsidiary
collab
cooperation of
w//
Fae Wilds. That's
Chagrin
true.
Cross.
I'm
Their
I'm
artist
barely
top-notch,
able
just
to
like the
music at
vertical bar
all.
panda Vtuber vertical
I don't know
bar.
what I'm doing.
Catch me playing on the Bokura Planet, and don't forget to check out Padunk saw some stuff. Lol.
Padunk saw some stuff. Punk, did you see some stuff? Oh, these notes are gonna drive me to drink, man. Hashtag exactly. Let me see what kind of. I don't actually know what classes are available. Hashtag. We get it, Panda. I'm about ready to replace Velvet and just make my own Velvet. I'll just make my own Velvet. I in fact did see some stuff. Which is good, you know. Do a Fox Boy, you won't. As it's the problem is I have to sit down and figure out how the TTS system works inside of StreamerBot in order to get that to work correctly. What vibe do you want to go for? Probably not a rogue because I'm playing a rogue right now in a different game. I don't know how important is healing in this game. I don't know how important. Like, I don't know if you could just potion your way to victory if you need a dedicated support person or not. Do it, Fox Boy. You won't. It's gonna take a minute. I've got so many other things to do. I don't think BandLab was designed for me to make these goofy little half note things. Oh, I don't want that. I do want this, though. Okay, there we go. Go full Warren. Be a bonker. Do a smackdown. Oh, there we go. That's what I need to do. Hit points work different. Oh. Oh, man. Foxboy is planning to be Chamul. The Chamul. Oh, that's right. I don't really want to be the party mouthpiece. I really don't want to do that. I'm already prepping to be the party mouthpiece in a Road Trader game. Go full Warren. I could just be Big Bonk Man. Big muscly muscle men. I'm gonna just have my one brain cell and bit bonkety bonk. I miss Warren. Warren was such a cool character. I miss a lot of my characters. Different classes can heal. Wizard and Seraph heal the best. Okay. I've got 96. That was so close to being a funny number, Kitsiri. I can't believe this. Can my brain cells get it together? Tank Rat and Sand Raiders of Sophie. Oh, I haven't heard of either of those either. The other three players decided to do various flavors of Beat Stick, which is, you know, it's good. I mean, it's Rogue Trader. You know, beat your problems into the floor. I recall there were some D&D adventures back when I arrived in the Ruina days. Yeah, we were doing I really want to do another streamed campaign because I think that could be fun. That could be neat content. I like to involve chatters and stuff. We were doing, I can't remember what the game was called. It was the Gold Talion D&D game I was playing Warren Walker. He had the brain capacity of a potato. And where we play on like 3 different backup characters. I know the kind of setting W40K is. Yeah, I mean, you know. I do like my Warren though. Then this goes out for a bar, and then we do. I really wish BandLab wouldn't do that, but it does. Let me do another goofy ass half note. And then we stretch this out for a bar. I can't wait to release this on my content, on my channel, and it's going to be like, idiots are fun time if played right. That's true. You do like your absolute idiots. It's because I can get away with so much goofy funny enough. Half notes are for 2 beats. Oh, what am I doing? What the heck am I doing? Sophie's, you run around a desert on a walking city. Oh, really? Drive the city and raid areas to build it up and fight others. Okay, I love that. I love games where you're put on a mobile base and you move around. 160. Oh, is that what the one's? Okay, listen, I call it a half note because it's like when I put down a note, it's like half of a little brick. It's half a brick. Therefore, it's half of a note. Listen, man. Remember the names of notes. How much you dividing the measure? Shit, man, I don't know. It's the little Lego brick. It goes up by half. Therefore, it's half a brick. What even is a measure? Oh, this is a measure. It's the whole brick is a measure. And then pumpkin triplets ruin everything. There's Bard, Druid, Guardian, Ranger, Rogue, Seraph, Sorcerer, Warrior, Wizard. There are also a few playtest classes. So they're like a Paladin Cleric, but more ASMR coded. I don't know. Maybe it depends on how much goofery I can get away with magic. Like, I'm talking hard utility. Like, I want to Home Alone this shit. If I go and set the floor on, make it ice, can I Scooby-Doo somebody? A single beat is just 25. 25.2 is the full measure would be 25 to 26. Okay. That's the full measure, 25 to 26. I see. I'm glad Ifney's here to tell me how this shit works. I desperately need chat to babysit me because I don't know what the shit I'm doing. I do like my collaborative stuff. I like making stuff with you guys. That's, I think, really fun. Also, I get to just hang out and chat. All right, there we go. Now I got to do all of this again, but for the up there. Sent me a pic. Oh, man. I learned how to sheet music for like 7 years. You play a person post-apocalyptic fever dream. Mech with 6 legs. Can't shoot you. Oh, man. Oh, I've seen Tank Rat. Isn't that out? I thought that was out. I heard the story was very dry in Tank Rat. Nope. Huh. It's weird because I thought I saw like a video of all the bosses getting beaten. Huh. Gives more collaborative storytelling focus. So crazy stuff works. Really. I do like to do goofy. I need to contain myself. This is a new group. I should not go full on gremlin like I always do. My entire middle and high school was music, and that was like 1 year of elementary. Oh man, do a fox boy? No, I'm not gonna subject people to that because I realize that my type of D&D play is very like people gotta get used to it. It's not something I should just jump in and do. That's yeah. I'm gonna play a class that fundamentally doesn't work. And then do stupid shit like I flip the mech with a spatula. I go and stupid bomb the enemy. I go and set up a trap. I do stupid shit. I'm gonna use my rocket heelys to go and rescue somebody and then fly onto the ship. Stupid shit like this. Magic is represented as techno. Oh, that's right. Technomancy. I gotta remember that. weaponizes that D20 favors doing stupid shit. Yeah. Play like 20. Oh, that's probably where I got that footage from. Was probably someone beta testing it and then showing off all the barrels. The barrels. I'm gonna make Oblivion a Fae faction member one of these days. It's gonna happen. It needs to happen. Desperately needs to happen. All right, get rid of that and then paste. Hey, that worked. Oh no, I loved Oblivion. Oblivion was a fun character. I don't know, maybe I will do Technomancy then. I never really GM'd the full ass game before. Yeah, so then there's even more reason for me to play something a little bit more grounded and not fucking crazy Don Quixote stuffed in a robot suit with nanites. He was fun. But door to the bear's face. Listen, he didn't have a weapon, so he ripped the door off of something and used it as a weapon, improvised weapon, because he could. Listen, it was effective, wasn't it? It was hilarious. And then it was like, I got Rocket Heelys and a jetpack so that he could, like, zip all over the place. He had, like, some kind of chain. Oh, he had a tripod, too. He didn't have a gun for the tripod, but he had a tripod, because he could make his own gun with nanites. Mostly the tripod was in case, because we had a heavy weapon specialist, so I had a tripod in case the heavy weapon specialist brought out a mounted weapon that I could make with nanites, so I could set it up, and then you could set up and shoot stuff. And he crit the civilian. I mean, you know. I was playing an unoptimized message for Diplomancer. Listen, that was fun. I liked being told what to do on that. That was I loved playing the Meat Man, where it was like I want that problem to be solved, and then I would find the most ridiculous way to solve that problem with my fist and my face. You can make your magic nanites. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous, because I will. I cast disassemble biomass, and then you turn into soup. You turn into soup. Love some soup. Love us some soup, people. I don't know if I like the double there. Maybe I will play Wizard. What was Apollo saying he was going to play? Also, oh no. Oh, what did I do? You know what? Let's make these. I don't know. Let's do this and see what it sounds like. Oh my god. Let's see what it sounds like. Listen to it with other stuff. Oh, I don't have any other stuff. Nothing yet. Oh, okay. In the recommended ways to repaint magic, they mentioned in a mech suit for Druid Wild Shape. That's wild. That's pretty funny. I kind of like that. Let's see here. Hey, if you remember that, what was it, that Neptuna game where I played a walking database and spoke in nothing but SQL queries? That was a time. So this is what I'm talking about. Or I was like, here's a character that talks in nothing but SQL queries for no fucking reason. Nanite mech suit. Oh man, Oblivion may come back. Oblivion may come back. I'm trying to remember. Was it the Foxbot? No, that was a different one, because we played like 2 or 3 different Neptunia campaigns. Maybe it was the Foxbot, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe it was the Foxbot. Oh, by the way, how you doing, Padunk? I don't know if Padunk, you're still here, but how you doing? I hope you're doing good. What are you up to? I saw you had a sale on your Ko-Fi merch. Oh, man, that reminds me. That's another thing I need to do. I need to get 3D printed stuff again. It was Foxbot. Okay, it was Foxbot. I still have those character sheets, by the way. I keep every single one of them. A Power Ranger stunt double for a Sentai show. Oh, that's right. I remember that. That was pretty funny. I thought that was pretty funny. There was I played a character that was a fox demon that was summoned, and then we buddy copped the whole, thing. Where it was basically I was a fox demon that was summoned by a summoner to destroy the world, and he forgot to summon safety circles, and so I I busted out and ran off, and then I was like, oh look, and then I got caught up in a conspiracy and worked with the local cop to fix it. Yeah, feng shui. That was amazing. Oh yeah, the magic cop that died because I had every penalty possible. I love feng shui. My favorite feng shui character was the jazz man. Listen, that was his name. He was just the jazz man, and his bag of funny guns. Man, it was just dramatically perfect for Magic Cop to snuff it. It really was, wasn't it? Ooh, that's a little too not fast enough. Okay. That was a little too slow. Oh, I can only go back so far? Bro, BandLab, why are you like this? Why are you like this, BandLab? Right in front of his daughter and everything. I know, right? Weren't you the, wasn't that the character that was like, I'm like 2 days from retiring? Or whatever. Like the classic trope. Actually, you know, what if I do this? What if I just do a single bar? Maybe I wasn't zoomed in far enough. Maybe that's what was going on here. Actually, you know what? Just, I'm going to leave this alone. What we're going to do is we're going to get it working on the first string. And then I'm going to come back and fix it everywhere else. All right. I don't think I pulled that trope. Okay. You're going to go pass out. All right. You have a good wedding tomorrow, Fenton. I think I'm probably going to play a wizard. I will have my magic technomancy stuff. I think that's what I'm going to do. Magic Cop was trying to fix the magic cancer that his daughter had. Oh, that's what it was. That's right. That's right. That makes sense. That makes sense. I remember now. It's a little rough to remember some of these characters. It's been a while. It's been a heckin' minute. The magic cancer turned out to be a stand. You know, as it does, you know, sometimes that just happens. Oh, I didn't mean to move the whole note up. My God. Much easier to remember your own characters. Yeah, it's true. I guess that's a good point, because you're invested, right? You know, makes sense. All right, gimme. Okay, I like that. I think I like that. I don't like what it did there. Bruh. There you go. Thank you. I can't remember Oblivion's name, but I remember Nanite Doorman. Nanite Doorman. I also want to make, I think her name was Clear. I want to bring her into the Fae Wilds. Make that a character. I really like the concept of Clear. Clear was a fun character. It's basically just crazier Faust. Is what it is. Crazier Faust. Crazy Faust. That was other Foxbot. That was the hologram. Faust squared. It was Faust squared. It was basically just straight up insanity. Oh, that one, yeah. The one that she was basically this monochrome. All right, well, she really was a drone, but she had a monochrome like fox body, but it was like she looked like she was a ritual, like she just performed rituals. She was also all the NPCs. She had like, you know, it was like the Gazelle Shaft, but the Gazelle Shaft was in the real world, so you had like a billion of her running around. I had to do the big reveal of my backstory. I'm sorry. I loved that. Was a fun character. I basically, she was shit at combat. She could do she was awful. She had a little baby pistol and that was it. But my God, she was running around. She was doing all kinds of goofy shit. She knew, she just, here's all of the, here's all the information is what she would do. She was basically just hardcore utility support. Like my Diplomancer. Yeah, it's kind of like that, yeah. What else is in the song? Okay, so I just need to make the drums keep drumming. That's easy to do. Let's see how this sounds. I don't know if I like those drums. Maddox was so useless in a fight, but boy howdy did he have persuasion bonuses, which really is what we needed, man. We needed to persuade our way through most of the, like, you know. I mean, you did a lot. I think you were doing debuffs and stuff, if I remember correctly. What else did I have? I feel like I should have... Oh, we still have the, whatever this is. These notes going on. Oh, no, we don't. We don't have these. I don't think we do. Yeah, no, that's gone. We have the drums going nuts, though. Oh, you know, I think the note drags on for too long. I think that's what's going on. Like, because it goes... Oh, but then how far should it go? Oh, but there's some horn in there. There's some horn going on in there. I think it might be this. If I... But it's only like a little bit of it. Ooh. Granted, I can't really hear the horn, what it sounds like. You had a condition like plus 15 in a base and like plus 30, and I was throwing out like plus 2 in fights. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you basically just talked people into oblivion. Like, they didn't even have a chance. It was like you told them what to do and they were going to do it. I think after the next ad break, I'll probably swap to drawing. That's probably what I'll do. Ah! I love it that was the Pog champ changed to Lizard Pog. Oh, I did add some new. I did finally change up the emotes. I did finally change the emotes up. Where's my channel? There's my channel. So now I can laugh at you. I can laugh at you guys. Let's see here. That's right. Cry. I don't know. There's something with the drums, and I don't know what it is. I don't think they're going fast enough. I wonder if it's that step up. Maybe it's just a single step that I need to do. And not a full step. Maybe that's what's going on. Let's try that. I wonder if that's throwing me off or something. What if I do this? What if I do this? Timpani, the bassier drum. Oh, I could add a bassier drum. Maybe that's what's going on. Oh, that's just too slow. That feels like it lags too much. That's kind of nailing it a little bit. That, move this here, drag this out. Actually, that feels, yeah, that sounds a lot better. I think the double step was throwing me off. I think that's what was going on. Oh, don't delete the whole thing. Do that. Then go here and then paste it. There we go. Drums don't have the same hit as the song you're basing it off of. Also, might futz with the impact of the snare to see if you can create the accidental note. Okay. Gonna lurk while you play D&D? Excellent. Keep me informed as how the D&D goes. I would like to know. Inquisitive minds want to know. They want to know. All right, where's my snare? Oh, God. Question is... Actually, you know what? Let's copy this part. Let's move this back here. And then let's paste this. I don't know what I just hacking did. Oh, that's what I did. Here. Oh, no. Stop. I want this. I want here. Keep doing that. Good luck time. I'm currently reluctantly fighting a pack of dire wolves alongside mercenaries. I mean, that sounds like a good time. Okay, that might be a little bit better. I need to, all right, I might need to just make the whole drums again. That's what I might need to do. This is, because there's a lot of drums happening in that span of time. God, how do I even start this? Create a region. Create a region. Gotta listen to these drums. Bum, 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 bum. All right, where do I even put this? Bum, 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 bum. This is probably not going to sound the way I think it's going to sound. Yeah, there needs to be a space. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Man, I am not good at drums. Because it sounds like it's doot doot, or it's like doot 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 do do. Do they skip? But they're like going ham off of the, like, whatever this thing is. Like they're just slamming this thing. Is what it sounds like. Was the hat, the half hat or the mid hat or whatever it's called? Hi-hat? Oh, is it hi-hat? Okay. I'm not a drummer. I was a trumpet player. I mean, that's fair. I only played like clarinet for 2 years. And that was a long time ago. That must have been nice. It wasn't, because do you know how much air you have to throw through a clarinet to hit lower notes? Oh my god. My fingers were knots trying to hit the right. There's like a billion holes on the stupid thing. It's like, all right, I need you to go from a high note to a low note. And it's like, ah, that's cool. My lips are dead by the end of every performance. I mean, okay, I can believe that. I was just out of, listen, it wasn't so much on my lips. It was just, it was the lung capacity. I did not have the air capacity to hold notes for long enough. It was so hard. Especially when you have to like try and, you know, control your breathing and your diaphragm at the same time as, all right, I have to like cover these 6 holes and then cover these 8 holes and then cover, you know, your fingers are all flopping all over the place. So if I remember correctly, there was 8 holes on a clarinet, and then your pinky actually was expected to jump between 2 other holes. So there's like 11-ish holes, I think. Actually, you know, I still have those instruments in my closet. I should crack them out and see what the hell's going on. I'm sure my neighbors would love that. This skrill, screeching woodwind. They're just playing. Let's see. I just had 3 valves to worry about and a sidekick. That's true. You had the slidey thing. That's gotta suck. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. The holes on the woodwinds is what got me. When you have to finagle your finger, because trying to like keep your air breathing going and figure out what configuration your hands need to be at the same time, that's what tripped me up a lot. It only ever went out when we hit the 3rd valve. Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Let's see. I might have to ask Rowan for help on this drums. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I might need help on this. Because I don't even know where to begin with the hi-hats. The hi-hats, it's like was like 1/16 note hi-hats, just spammed shit out. I don't even. All right, you know, I'm gonna start drawing. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I can't even imagine marching up. Okay, yeah, I guess you also had to like move. Gosh darn triangle with this underweighty thing in your hand. Underweighty, just unwieldy nonsense. I dropped playing to do all the marching stuff. Marching has got to be difficult, especially like in the like different types of inclement weather. I was very explicit, like, I do not want to do moving. I'm going to be in an orchestra. I'm going to sit my ass in a chair, and I have hard enough time with the woodwind and its 8 billion holes. It's like stiff dancing. You know, that's a good way to, I think that's a good way to explain that. Just when I was whenever I saw a marching band, it was like, yeah, that stiff dancing is correct. Hold on, let me. Sets and positions and facings and whatnot. Do I want to draw? I think I want to draw. You know, we could poll. Because I kind of want to do a bunch of stuff, but I don't know which of these stuff I want to do. Had to power walk my ass across the whole ass field in like 4 measures. Oh man, the power walking. Can I do a poll inside of, I can. All right, what happens if I do this? If I just, oh my god, it just throws it up. All right, that's neat. What do to? Oh, that's right, I can set this for 5 minutes. My 6'1" ass with 7 legs was gonna be able to do all that smoothly enough to also play. Yeah, I guess with marching band songs, do they have to like limit down the song so that you can actually like play it while marching? Can't spell vibes. The ones that trip you up is the slow songs. Okay, kind of, but not really. Most songs are built around 120 beats per minute, so you have all those to work with. Oh, okay. Yeah, the slow ones were... Okay, so with the clarinet, the slow ones were actually preferred... Well, no, they weren't. The problem with the slow songs with a woodwind is they want you to hold notes, which is difficult with a woodwind. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I had a hard time holding long notes. Fast songs were rough because my fingers had to move at fucking Mach speed to hit all the different notes fast enough. When you have that many holes on a clarinet is rough. the normal songs, the middling songs, those were great. Especially when the notes weren't too long, I had time to swap positions and prep. It was fine. It was fine. I think I love Jurassic Park. As a woodwind player, Jurassic Park was great. I played the shit out of Jurassic Park. It was nice. It was a good tempo song. The notes weren't all over the goddamn place. You didn't have to worry about the only way I can describe it is the lip tightness. I actually did not. If I wanted to hit, basically if I want to hit higher octaves, I have to increase the amount of air I'm shoving through the instrument. And then, you know, plug most of the holes. I think it was like the A note or whatever. The high note, whatever the highest one. So if you want to hit a high one, you plug all the holes and you have to blow a ton of air through it so that you can get the air through the hole and out the bottom of the clarinet. Same thing with the lowest note as well. Because I couldn't get my lips tight enough. Oh. So I could hit the note, but it would always get cut short because I would run out of breath before I could finish the note. Same with the low notes. The low notes weren't so bad because you didn't have to push so much air through. Because when you cover the holes, right, the air, you know, passes through. So the ones at the bottom, you know, you're already at the bottom of the clarinet, so, you know, you don't have to worry about making sure there's enough air to make it through the whole dang thing because it's already down there, right? But the higher notes were rough because you had to make sure that the oxygen could go down there. And then the more holes you had to leave open, the more air you had to shove through the dang thing. You had to be careful, though, because you have a reed, right? You have this little wooden reed that sits at the top where the mouthpiece is, which vibrates, and that's what causes, I think, if I remember correctly, that's what causes the notes. And you had to be careful because you had to keep your mouth dry because it's, you know, wood, and it'll absorb, you know, your saliva, which affects the notes. You know, it also damages the reed. You can't bite on it, and you know, and it's wood. I don't know if you've ever tasted wood, but I can remember. I can remember the taste of wood. When I look at a tree, I'm like, I know what that tastes like. From low C to a little higher than high C. I can remember the taste of brass. Yeah, see, there you go. It's like you have this plastic ass woodwind, and then you have this fucking wooden reed just sitting there. Which, by the way, guys, poll. There's a poll. I don't know what we're doing, but there's a poll. Oh, don't make it a tie. I don't know. What am I supposed to do with a tie? Can't believe this. Ugh. It's like I thought about playing a string instrument for a while, but then I watched one person play a violin and I was like, I'm never going to be that good with a violin. My brother played guitar and some piano. Oh, I also tried piano and I was like, I'm not, no. My hands cannot flail around a keyboard that fast. My brother was pretty good at guitar though. Like, I think he could have gone, like, professional if he wanted to. Piano requires more skill than almost every... Yeah, it really does. I mean, you could do almost anything on a piano, but playing into piano, that was beyond my capabilities. Yeah, you have to think doubly. It's like, I have to know what both of my hands are doing, and they're both doing something different at the same time. Art and work on the Kenshi series finale. Alright, I guess that's what we'll do. Alright, you know, I can draw. I'll draw. I'll do some drawing. I don't know what I'm drawing, but I'm really drawing something. I need to set this up. Where's my... Ugh, there it is. I don't know what we'll be drawing. I hate these soft cloths that get dust on them and then they just absorb and hold onto it for the rest of time. Don't compare yourself to professionals with doing instruments. They started off at the same spot as you now. I guess that's true. But my stupid kid ass didn't realize that. Because when I was looking at... so basically I was told you have to pick an instrument. So I wasn't really interested in doing music like that at the time. And so I was one of those small beans that had to do... like. No, you have to do everything. You have to be in everything. You got to choose for the most part. I got to choose. I wasn't allowed to do things like the drums, right? Because drum sets were expensive. I couldn't do drums. I couldn't do flute or whatever. I couldn't do stuff like the triangle or the block or whatever. I got thrown at a trumpet and never got to look back. I gotcha, I understand. There was gotta get my glove on. Blech. Alright, there we go. This Clip Studio. These are windows. Yes, they are. Actually, I wonder if I could just capture. I don't know if Gastel is still here. Oh, I forgot to label this as open collab. Burp. Trombone, despite some issues with arm length. Yeah, I specifically said I don't want brass. No brass. I will do. Okay, I might. All right, saxophone was on the list, and I thought about doing saxophone, but mostly it was. I was like, all right, you know what? Woodwinds seem easy to do. I'll do the clarinet. I'll do the clarinet. I want new. How do I new? New, please. Paint. Oh, just hit paint. That's all I gotta do. Brass pretending to be woodwind. Changed my mind. I mean, I'd believe you. I don't know the difference. Heck if I know what I'm doing. Oh, that's fine. That's that. If I just select... Actually, can I just select... Clip Studio Paint? It's not going to let me do that, is it? Don't think it is. What even is this? Clip Studio Paint? That's Clip Studio. So it's Clip Studio Paint specifically. Darn. I can do it this. Clip Studio Paint. I can. Ha ha! It works. That's good with me. Alright. There we go. There's to go. They must like clarinet, but made of brass for the actual instrument instead of plastic. The mouthpiece was still plastic for most of it. Oh, okay. I was also offered the option of violin. We did have a piano, but it was an out of tune piano, so we'd have to get it fixed. I didn't want to do piano. I didn't want to do violin because I got scared of that. So I did clarinet. I thought it would be easy. Little did I know. Unfortunately, I was an idiot. That around. There we go. It'll look a little bit better there. Scoot this over. You're gonna hear some squeaking. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. I guess it is. So I just like set my buttons up or whatever. 3d6 psychic damage. Ah! No! Can't believe this. Can't believe you've done this. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah, because I was doing clarinet, but it was also the thing where I was doing soccer. I had to do football. I hated football. I hated football so much. Like, I'll watch it, but like... Oh, that's right. I need to change that. I need to change... Where's my... There it is. What else did I have to do? I had to do oh, drama. I hated drama. I hated acting so much. I hated drama and acting. Art. Chance to stop footballing. I went manager. Got all the football benefits of skipping class with none of the drain damage. See, there you go. Managing is pretty good. I was so bad at football, they made me the tight end, and I was never allowed to catch. I was basically just an extra guard. That's all I was the entire time. Let's see. I did mostly... Well, there's a lot of drama. I was doing drama because I had to. Because the little group I was in needed an extra person to do drama. I forget what it was called. Might have been tight end. I think that's what it was called. All I know is they said you stand here on the offense. I'm like, okay. Your job is to tackle one guy, and I'm like, all right. Second person out from center. Oh, okay. I was like way out. I was like out. My job was to pretend that I was going to catch the ball and then actually never go catch the ball. I need the pen. Where's the pen? Turnip pen. That's very... Where's the button? All right. I was actively gaining drain damage and spinal compression. That's not great. That's not good.
Clears throat Meowvelous viewers. It's time for a quick fluff
Yikes.
break. Don't worry,
Yeah,
I'll be back to make you
it's a good
howl
reason to
with
stop.
laughter in no time.
Oh, hey, ads.
Well, the stream will resume shortly. Stay foxy.
I know, right? Ads time. Ad time. Ads time. Actually, I want to see... Oh, God. I keep losing my everything. Where is... Where is my... What do I want to do? What you mean unsupported file format? It's a goddamn PNG, bro. PNG. Cannot believe this. Do I have another reference? I think I do have. All right, hold on. I'll fix this problem. PNG too strong for you. Drink water. All right, thank you. I do need to hydrate. Hello. There we go. There we go. I should probably put it to vote. I need to see if we want to play Nine Souls next immediately. So I can't do Cult of the Lamb. I'm planning something with Cult of the Lamb, but that's going to be in March. That's going to be in March. All right, I want... How do I... Stream stuff. I need to practice poses. Will this work? That will. Why does that PNG work? Oh my god. Actually, that might be a little too much. Now that I think about it. Do not save. Which one of these is safe enough for work? This one. This one is. There we go. Yes. Welcome back. Oh, don't draw on that. I keep asking Zafade how this works, and then I keep forgetting. Oh, there we go. There we go. So I can zoom on this. It's not gonna. All right, man, that's good enough, I think. Hold on, I need to swap these around. There we go. Because I'm weird and left-handed, and I can't see. Right. Oh, I didn't draw that much. Hold on. Circles are hard. Anyway, I did manage to get one quarterback sack when I played competitive bone breaking. Really? Dang, that's pretty good. Oh, so you're like on defense? I was stuck on offense. For some reason. Reasons beyond my comprehension. Is it more of an oval? Is this an oval? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. There's some long ears. School was too small. I had to play offense and defense. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just barely big enough that we could play. We had two full teams. Two full teams. There we go. The school has gotten bigger since I went, but God, I was also the out-of-town kid, so, you know, the band practices that went past midnight. Oof! Yeah, that's not fun. That's not good in any capacity. Oh. What is that weird line? Is that her hair? I think that is her hair. Oh no, that's the actual... It's like the dress... outfit, whatever. Oh, yeah, you still had to go home and do homework too after that. Mood. Oh, I see how this works. This is like... boob line. Got a little boobly going on over here. Okay, maybe not. It's a little... It's come out a little bit more. Wondered why I did all my homework last minute. It's like, gee, wonder why. Oh my gosh. How far down does this go? meet it up here. Do like that. Come out this direction. Something like that. I don't know how people sketches. I don't even know how sketching works. Oh my god. Get up at like 6:30 to make it to school on time. There might be a reason I'm a big supporter of pushing school back a whole hour. Did that? No joke. I guess because like when you're young, you do have like a lot more resilience to just go. I remember I used to do robotics. I loved robotics. Robotics was fun, but god, it was hard. It was hard on me. Actually, you know what I should do? Before I go, I really need to learn the eraser works and not undo the shit out of everything. Bigger size. Like a way bigger size. 40, there we go. There we go. I was denied robotics. I got freaking FBLA. Oh, really? Who would tend to be like water balloons, teardrops? Yeah. You right. You right. Whoa. It's not exactly what I'm looking for there. Is that where I want to start? I want to do... carves are hard to go back to once you have the basic frame. Yeah, I should guess probably do the actual frame. I was kind of like copying piece by piece. Either for the gifted kids or was starting to be a thing as I hit senior year. Really? Man, no, like, you did not need to be smart. So the problem with robotics is I was very lucky. My father had a workshop, so we could do all of it out of our backyard, essentially. So we could register as our own little team, and we could just go out there, you know, because they give you a box of shit, and you just build a robot out of it. Doing it as part of a school is not great. I'm going to put that down right now. Like, I still aced my classes, but only just. Well, how did I not give a crap during my senior year? I know, right? Well, because at that point, it's like, you don't care. You know, because to get into college, if you are going to go to college at all, you just have to take an entrance exam. They don't give a shit, like, where you came from. I was a B and C student. Yeah, I was a C student. I C'd my way, you know, through class. I didn't care enough. Because I was more project-oriented and not... Okay, well, I say I C'd my... If I was a project class, I got an A. But if it was a memory retention class, I got a C. Most fun during wood shop. Yeah, when I got to make stuff, that was always good. My hands crave activity and intuition, yeah. Or instruction. I'm not a fan of memory retention stuff. Not a fan of it. I don't like memory retention. I don't think memory retention is a good way to learn. That's just me, though. I missed that line entirely. that's this, then really what I want to do... Scoot over here. Giving me actual useful skills. Yeah, I know, right? I think shop class, but I'm like 9% I would have done well. I think shop class was really... Now, you need adult supervision, because good God, the shit we were, like, trying to do was a nightmare. I'm sure we gave adults heart attacks constantly. I'm gonna drill a giant hole in this big-ass block of metal, and it's like, no, you can't do that. Made a full-on wooden chest. Oh, that's super cool. That's kind of cool. I'm trying to think. I think we did robotics 3 years? The first one we made was a fucking hazard. That thing could kill somebody. Teacher was cool as fuck. I feel like shop teachers usually are really cool. Yeah, our first robot was spring-loaded, because it had to fit in a box, right? So it was like this little box, and, you know, you needed to grab stuff. And we're like, okay, well, we need a really long arm to grab things, but we can't fit it in the box. And we're like, I know what we'll do. We'll fold it up, and then when we're told go, we push a button, and it fucking unfolds itself. And the only way we could figure out how to do that was with springs, and that thing it sounded awful. It sounded like whenever you push that button, that thing violently unfolded. Like, you had to stand away from it. It was dangerous, man. I don't know what we were thinking. That thing could kill. That thing would give you a concussion. It's like, wha-pow! And then just the whole arm would fling forwards. That was a time, man. Our robots after that were actually quite well designed. Robots that solve Rubik's Cube like 0.104. Yeah, but I feel like those are small and are designed for fine-tune. They're not the size of a small, you know, they're not the size of a large dog. With like a 10-pound brick of metal attached to it. Once you get the body. Yeah, you right. I'm trying to figure out how the body's supposed to work. Because this is like the inside. Yeah, it's definitely more dangerous, yeah. The second year we did it, we figured out how telescopes worked. And it was a lot safer. We had a telescoping arm. You could tell, like, the first year that referees were very scared of they were like, we don't know if we should allow this. Because it was one of those that, like, technically, it was like, this technically follows the rules. So this is about... Yeah, and a gun technically follows the rules of holding a table. If you still shouldn't do it. Yeah, basically. We were very proud of it, though. We were very proud of our death machine that nearly got disqualified. I was forced to be the props manager. Oh! Rules are rules for a reason, that's true. How many fingers? We actually kept all of our fingers, surprisingly. Hello, Paulo, baby. And Mizla. Oh, how you guys doing? Invisivants, hello. Welcome, welcome. I am Renard Cross, your friendly Fae Fox guide to the Fae Wilds. I'm currently trying to draw poorly, but you know, how you guys doing? I do all kinds of variety stuff, usually between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Central Time. I've got a Discord. Thank you, Ifany. I've got a idler game built into Twitch, if you're interested in that. 3 sessions, 4 to 3 explosions. I mean, if you're playing Stationeers, explosions are, you know, the norm, right? You know, come on. Clearly. How does arm work? What is this
Hey there,
arm?
Velvet the Fox here. I heard you shouted out at Apollo_owl, that's my owl buddy. They play Stationeers and are a
That's my
adults
owl
only
buddy.
emoji, variety streamer. Hashtag Vtuber, hashtag owl, hashtag Griffin lol.
Hashtag Griffin. Apollo the explosive 4 explosions. The explosive expert. Yeah, you know, it's just violent reconstruction of the moon. As one does. Furnace, then the entire base literally, then a ruptured canister tank, then another ruptured tank. Listen, those tanks, you gotta show them who's boss. Is you know, sometimes you just gotta rupture a little tank, alright? That's all you gotta do. Like, gosh, seems reasonable to me. Seems reasonable to me. You know, I can just do this. I could just draw through my sketch. That's why it's sketch. Then I need like. Oh my god, there's hooting. Oh, that's right. I was like, what? I didn't set that redeem up. That's right. That's in the faction system. Oh my god. First one was the. Did you guys actually like get your base built? Do you guys like have a place to restore oxygen and everything? He's learning, chat. I'm learning something. I'm learning to be a problem.
Hey there, Miss Lakane. In space, everything explodes.
Well, we
and you
did.
know
Then we
that
blew it
all
up
too well in your
twice.
Stationeers adventures. I'm a
Draw
fellow
your
variety
circles, Fox
streamer,
Boy.
and
Alright, I
love
guess
seeing your
it's circle
3D work
time.
and gaming antics. Keep up the great content, friend. Hashtag Blender 3D, hashtag art, hashtag chatting with viewers.
But wait, if that's where that goes, did I draw this too high? I think I did. Because this is her midsection, which is a little wide. Look at it. However, this is this part. Which connects up to almost here. Right. Did you guys like blow up the whole base? Do you have any base left? Yeah, my school also removed home. So I got the high school, so you know. Learning how to compute foosball, music, or shop class. All but shop class and regret it. If members of chat are still in school, do not base your decisions on what will get me out of class. Yeah, do something that you think is gonna be fun. Something that'll like I've done something wrong and I don't know what it is. I think I drew her elbows not low enough. Maybe. I guess let's just draw the circles here. Basics for Word and Excel, like, come on. Oh, yeah. Like, back in the day when they didn't really understand, like, oh, yeah, computers. You use computers. Computers are great. Oh, I don't like that at all. Maybe it's her arm is too wide and too far out there. Camelot, how's it going, Bard? How's it going? And Jay, hello, Jay. Got off a VR chat, meet up with friends, watching you on the other monitor. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, how's Virgilius going, by the way? I wanted to wait until that was done before, I'm gonna move her arm. Her arm needs to move. I don't like this. We'll just leave the outside shape of the arm. Figure out what the shit I'm doing. Because before I was like, I'd throw you a bunch of models that I want. Do you do VTuber or VTuber models too? And I assume you do kit bashing. Is that what it's called? The technique? When they didn't understand computers. Bro, Vista was new at the time. Well, yeah, but like I'm talking about in a school setting. When they're like, how do we teach computers? Like, what do we do with technology? How do we teach it? And they're like, well, we need to teach you how to do Word and Excel. And it's like, well, okay, but that's like, you'll learn that on your own. His weapon and ego gear and no on features. Oh, okay, gotcha. His weapon and ego gear to do before I can test him out in game. Okay, gotcha. See, this kind of like goes out. Kind of does that thing. Then this comes up. Like so. Okay. A VTuber class in college that went to Excel more, but it pretty much stated that from the get-go. This is an Excel class, which is good. I like that because, you know, because Excel is useful to know. It's useful to know. All right, so we got this going on. It goes up there. Why are circles so goddamn hard? Well, that's not awful. It actually looks kind of good. There we go. I'm happy with that. How not to suffer broken bones and very head trauma to the side. You know, I would say that's preferred to tackling people. Which, by the way, I know if you raid, you know, you have to go do some aftercare after raid. Understand, go take care of yourself. Go take care of yourself. I need to, like, hella move her elbow over. Oh my god. Just put those there to kind of, like, mark where there's a fold in her body. Fold that body. Fold that body. I'm trying to think. My class in game design was absolute garbo. I hated that class. That was awful. I regretted every minute of that. Got folded like an omelet. I know, right? I can get folded all right. All the right folds, baby. A little longer. That's a little too curved. I'm gonna flatten that out a little bit. Actually, there's the Java programming class in school that barely taught programming. Oh god, I don't like Java as a programming language. Like, there's so many other better programming languages. Like C#, I think, is pretty good. Python's great. You should learn Python. Python's always a good language to learn. More complex than if-else statements. I mean, you know, that's mostly. All right, I'm gonna be real with you. Most programming it's like learning like an actual language. It's mostly just gonna be syntax. That's what's gonna get you. So, you know, you have your ifs and thens, and that's like a lot of the logic. Because if you think about it, like, you know, you just gotta figure out how the logic syntax is gonna work. My mortal enemy, the semicolon. Yeah, end lines, man. The compiler's not gonna magically know what you're trying to think. You gotta tell it when it stops. I hated writing compiler. I had a class where I had to learn how to write a compiler. Never again. I hated that. That was awful. Like, jeez, I barely punctuate English. That's, you know, that's fair. There we go. That feels better. English is the language of all time. It really is. It is rules except for when it's inconvenient. Yeah, yeah. Hello, Raven. How's it going? If someone held me to hostage and told me to learn programming to be let go, I would be like, well, I guess I've died. All right, listen. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as you think it is. Now, if you're gonna do it professionally, yes, it is that bad because you have to learn shit like conversion and inheritance and classes and modules or models and shit like that. But if you're just doing it for funsies, doing basic stuff, all you really need is the if and else. Is all you really need. You just need to know how to make a variable. You need to know like basic data types and ifs and thens and elses, and that's it. That's all you need to know. Maybe learn functions. Functions are nice. Programming language has hard rules. Like most of like most IDEs, development environments will handhold you. Like they'll tell you if you're doing something wrong, and then they'll suggest fixes for it. They'd be like, hey, did you mean to, you know, tell this to be a data type? Did you mean this for it to be a function? You know, stuff like that. Like, they do a lot of the work for you nowadays. Look here, Mr. Programming Master. I am not a programming master. Waves hands sarcastically. No, listen, it's not as bad as you might think. Yeah, if you're gonna do something heavy, then it can be. It could be a little difficult. However, the hardest part about any programming language is figuring out the syntax. How do you if, how do you else, how do you make data? Like in Python, you just say a equals a number and you're done. Whereas in C or C#, you have to tell it what data type it is, right? It's almost the same thing, right? It's almost like a equals 15, except in front of it, you have to put int to tell it that it's a number, right? It's all syntax. It's all syntax. Once you get the core, like if you really think about it, it's just sort of how you do stuff day to day. But it's, you know, it's just instructions. Like if you were to write down on a list how to do something, like step by step, then done, boom, you're like 60-70% of the way done to programming. Easy peasy. Practicing it back to the swing of programming despite being out of it for like 15 years. Yeah, it's like, it's not too bad. I mean, if you look at like, there's the classic story of Undertale being nothing but if-thens, if-else statements, just constantly. What was I doing? Oh, I was trying to do hands. Granted, it never had all the grade of the teachers. Oh man, I'll teach you guys how to do programming. There we go. Just don't look at a certain pirated software, man. It's the only programs once in a blue moon. Oh my god. All right, listen, I'm gonna complain. I'm gonna vent about him real quick because that he pissed me off. That whole thing pissed me off. Like, I rarely get mad, but when I see content creators doing shit like that, god, it pisses me off. Where he takes credit for other people's shit, doesn't do anything, and then nepotism. Baby, makes me mad. I'm gonna have to ask for clarification for what that is. So his whole, well, there's a lot he did, but the thing that gets me the most is his Blizzard credentials. Guys, did you know he worked at Blizzard? Just in case you didn't know. He, in fact, works at Blizzard. Oh, that crap. Yeah, where he basically just was on Reddit the whole time. There's also the roommate shit. I don't know if anyone saw that interview. I can't remember who was the one who did the interview. But there was an interview with his old roommate. Where it was just, oh, it was so nasty. Yeah, nasty ass room. Never cared about him. My mom works at the Fae Wilds. How about that? Oh, that's good. Good. Listen, your mom is a valued. Your mom is valued here at the Fae Wilds. We appreciate all the work your mother does. All right, I need to erase some lines because I can't see what the shit's happening anymore. I was like, I'm missing a finger. No, I just haven't drawn it yet. We have people's kids here in the Fae Wilds. Oh no. We have a daycare somewhere, I'm sure. I'm never gonna beat those allegations, man. Listen, I swear I didn't kidnap them, man. They just showed up. Oh my god, that finger is massive, bro. Massive finger. I need to move this all up. I need to move the whole thing up. Hold on. Let me start where the knuckles should be. Did I just unlock lore? Yes. Hell yes, Lieutenant the Fox right here. No! No, it's not. I didn't. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Listen, you gotta be careful, man. I will take lore from everywhere. Everywhere and anywhere. Is that long enough? Squints. Oh, right! Do you guys want to see Bloodborne? I know there was some interest in seeing Bloodborne. I hate hands. I hate hands so much. Sure? Okay, Renard who? I think he's some top tier VTuber. I don't know about top tier. I certainly am a VTuber of all time. Now that's just too thin. I mean, it's fun to watch you struggle through Soulsborns. Because I think I will totally be playing it on my absolutely legitimate PlayStation, whatever. Don't you worry, guys. I think that's too long. Damn it. My favorite wolf priestess. You'll see her for all of one boss fight. And then you'll never see her again. Shorter. Okay, I think that's fine. That's what fan art is for. That's true. You're legit PS3 with the legit Renard mod. Exactly. I was trying to think about, because I managed to put Renard in Sekiro, and I was like, I might be able to squeeze myself into, now that I know how that modding thing works, and I have a mod capable avatar now, and I'm pretty sure it's all on the same engine. So I think I could shove myself in there. You have a pitch. What if Renard, but slightly less gray and one shade less absolute one shade less, just one shade less of gray. Are we talking like we go up a shade or down a shade? Just mod in a fox boy where there isn't a fox. Yeah, exactly. The gear would look awful. It's not going to match up very much. I'd have to replace the, because the whole the thing about Sekiro was great because your clothing never changed, which made it very easy to deal with. In Bloodborne, however, your clothing kind of changes based on what you equip. Up a shade, absolute cinema. You know what? That's true. Drink water, the liquid. It's the cool kid thing to do. You know what? You're right, Raven. We need to go up a shade. We need to go up 50 shades. 50 shades of gray. We have all 50 shades of Renard. Thank you for slapping me. Don't you ban me, bro. Don't you ban me, bro. Why was that going? I'm forever free of the fox boy. I think I just witnessed a murder. You did. I can't believe this. Damn it, I'm back. You couldn't get rid of me. You couldn't get rid of me. I'm back. Jeez, I don't know what that was. That has never happened before. Jump scared by my heritage. It's like, surprise! Alright, hold on. I gotta make sure everything reset correctly. Video, did the band stuff all reset? Looks like it did. So that means that it's... Why did it crash? Why did it crash though? But for why? That's bizarre. I don't know. OBS is unraveling constantly and I hate it. I'm getting good. I'm getting good at what? Crashing OBS? Because you're right. I mean, I could ban you again. We could check. Let's, you know, you know. I think we're good. Probably. We're probably okay. I would like to think. I can figure it out later. It'll be fine. Oh, come on. I know. I'm sorry. Every time. I know time. I'm gonna make it. You know what? I'm gonna make it this weekend. You know, I might even stay up and make it tonight. I'm gonna call it Hex Fox Boy, and there's gonna be confetti all over the goddamn place. I'm gonna find so much goddamn confetti. You don't even know. You don't even know. Ah, going to ruin that bit rate. Exactly. Exactly. Is this some kind of wacky... I mean, I'm going off of a sketch, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Whatever half-body goofery is happening here. Scoot down. There we go. The local warlock, apparently. Yes, you are. I'm gonna break that hex totem. Oh no! But listen, we have the best hexes. We have a hex of happiness, hex of confetti. You know. Played too much Pathfinder because I hear Hex and associated with Witch. Best of luck. Yeah. I will say I do like Pathfinder just because of the amount of stuff you can do. It's got a lot of customizability. However, I realize that there's like a bajillion feats, and that makes it a little difficult to do much of anything. Hex of Banishment! Oh no. With Dead by Daylight. Oh yeah, how's that been going? You play that a lot though, right? Like, you're really good at that game, right, Raven? I remember you used to play it a lot during your streaming days. I remember I was like, we should collab. We should do some Dead by Daylight. I've never played it before. That didn't... What didn't? The Banish Redeem didn't work? Oh, did you crash StreamerBot? Uh-oh. What happened? I want to stream again, but my PC doesn't do well with games and stream at the same time. Ooh, I understand. I understand. One day, maybe I should do some workshop classes on how to like do, because I like the more people streaming, the better, right? I just like people making stuff. I was like, how do I? Oh man, because I know there's a way you could do it by offloading onto it, but you need like a separate machine for that, and it's kind of like, just get 2 machines. Herpy derpy derp. Come on, and you know. Why can't I redeem this? Oh, because it's on cooldown. That's why. I'll have to figure out why Banish didn't work there. Just get a whole ass new PC to handle the stream portion. I mean, it'll only be what, $10,000? No, it'll be what? Yeah, I know. I like the story of like, oh yeah, everyone's like stealing RAM, and I'm like, yes, the DDR3 RAM out of school computers. Watch out. Craptastic Chromebook from the used market. It can run OBS. Yeah, if you get like a cheapo thing, because ideally what you would do is you'd have all of your stuff, like your VTuber model and your streamer bots and your everything else running on whatever has the beefier graphics card, and then you have your OBS and your game run on a different machine. Actually, I guess you would really want your OBS to run. You want everything but the game to run on a separate machine. And you have OBS, or not OBS, sorry, the game running on its own machine. And then the idea is that you like pipe that input from the game machine over to your OBS and you capture it that way. I have a strange urge to grab the snoot and say, shut, like the meme. Oh, I need to set that redeem up. The shut. I understand. Something blame the corpos. Exactly. So stupid. It's like, there's no reason for this. No reason. Use a USB Elgato. Oh, there you go. That's one way you can do it. Yeah, Elgato's still part. I think Elgato's like the way that you do console capture. It's a good idea, actually. Thanks, Renard. Yeah, no problem. No problem. So like, you know, you have something that does, because like your encoding, right? Your streaming encoding is going to be handled via GPU. So that's what's going to like keep your bit rate up and everything else. You know, internet providing. You know, you want that piped through a GPU using a graphics card. Same thing with your model and everything else. And that usually eats up a shitload of resources, so your game can't run. So typically you have a game running on a different machine, because your graphics card is going to be what your bottleneck is. RAM does help. RAM is useful. And then you Elgato it over to your OBS on the other machine, where your OBS stuff is. You know, and then sound. I don't even want to get into sound. Sound is a fucking nightmare. God. I'm gonna put these lines here so I know. Oh, I need to put the skirt in here somewhere. The freaking music, I know, how fitting. The audio. Good old audio. Fucking love audio. Audio's the greatest. I love fighting my audio for hours on end because something updated and I don't know what it was. This is a skirt, not a whatever I was doing. And all the freaking AI edits made the Steam Cube no longer a thing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it got pushed back because of all the shortages, which is annoying. I really want to. All right. I'm gonna be real. Like, doesn't like audio. Yeah, it's a pain, is what it is. It's just a pain. How did I hit the bottom of the fucking page? Oh my god. Damn. I didn't think that was possible. Steam Cube to stream now because AI Bro screwed over that. I know, right? It would have been so good. I'm gonna be real though. I'm more interested in the operating system that Steam's releasing. Like, don't get me wrong. The hardware is gonna be great, I'm sure, but the operating system's what's got me hyped. Also, because like the VR setup, like if they can nail down the VR market, I would love to get a really nice lightweight VR headset. SteamOS would be so good. I need to extend my canvas. How do I do this? Zavain showed me once. Zavain showed me once. Where is it? Where is it? Convert, shading, advanced fill. Change canvas size. There it is. Give me an extra 1,000 pixels, please. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, baby. File size, there we go. Yeah, it would be so cool, because then I could do VR. Look, guys, I could do VR skits. That'd be so cool. I would love to do that. Instead of futzing around with this nonsense, this all right, don't get me wrong. Listen, VC Face is great. It's abandonware, and it makes me sad. But like, it's just kind of hard to make skits with, you know. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I can make the skirt a little longer now. Let's do it about right here. I just like to, you know, being able to move around and interact with shit would be nice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wavy skirt, wavy skirt. Whoa. How do the Fae get electricity? So we use what's called Fae lines. So you have nodes that contain fairy magic. You know, they have Fae seals. They draw in you know, the magic, and then you use Fae lines to transport them around. That's what I call the Fae lines. Chotter then converts them into Magitech, you know, for all of that stuff. So for, like, you know, computers and electricity and generators and power and that sort of thing. And then we use the Fae lines raw for magic stuff. It's like Arknight Enfield all over again. Yeah. Yeah, except the infrastructure's a little bit more not out just in the open doing whatever it's doing. I don't like any of this. Get rid of it. There we go. There we go. Did you guys enjoy Arknights? Not Arknights, sorry. Enfield? I was like thinking about that, and I was like, do I want to play more of that? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, clearly we're doing a sponsorship right now, but you know. Yes! Playing it or watching it? Watching me play it, I guess, specifically. Specifically watching me play it. Don't know if that's interesting. I tried to make it entertaining. I enjoyed playing it, and I enjoyed watching it. It was the same thing with ZZZ, where I was basically the mafia. You know, where I'm playing like the hamming it up like, you owe me money. What is this, like, slow sing stuff? What is happening? Loved it. Triple Evil CEO is amazing. I cover you more than in the game. Playing it, I just wish they'd trust the player more. I am staring at a gray fox boy with red-orange hair. I'll like it. Oh, man. Okay, maybe we do more of that. Because I was, like, kind of wanting to do more ZZZ as well. The problem is I can't, like, now, to be clear, I'm not going to play it like I do Limbus, right? That's not happening. However... if you guys think it's fun, skipped all the tutorials on my end for oh, there you go. The way to play it. Let me F up in fact, yeah, let me mess up the factor and find out. Maybe that's what I should do. Alright, and then I can do... Alright, let me clean up some lines here. Redraw the shoulder a little bit. There we go. All I did the stupid tutorials for each and every piece of the factory. Do you know how many times I tell you how to conveyor belt? Really? The infield stream was the prime clip material. So I checked it. We had 25 clips from that single stream. Lined up to make more than a few shorts. Competitive EVCO was the best. Oh, if you guys actually like that. Do you like the competitive evil CEO more than you like Knee Breaker Mafia ZZZ Specialist or whatever? I have to make a video, to be honest. It highly depends on the game. You know what? Maybe I'll get Fangs to turn that whole sponsorship into a... It's pretty accurate to Enfield, so it highly depends on the game. Okay. Just running around. It's good that you guys are having a good time with it. Oh, don't do that. Oh, no. But Knee Breaker Mafia works better for VZZ because you're underworld. Yeah. You're at your best when you're taking the piss at the expense of the game writing. Yeah, I feel that's really my strong when I'm just basically leaning into the nonsense. It's like, oh, I'm supposed to be this hero? Oh, well, what if I wasn't? What if I didn't? Trying to do fur there. I don't know what I'm thinking. Made is your striker Gunvolt a trip because you made Gunvolt Chad McDude, bro. There's a debate if you're the hero so it fits. Oh, really? That's perfect. That works perfectly. Oh, man. Do the all right, do it. Do the thing. Alex the Dumb? Hello, Alex the Dumb N1. How you doing? What do you get when you push a female mathematician into a swamp? Algebra. Excellent. Thank you, Anthony. God, freaking. Listen. Prescripts. Hello, Alex. How you doing? We have another Alex, guys. Welcome to the Fae Wilds. I'm Renard Cross, your friendly Fae Fox guide to the Fae Wilds. That was an excellent pun. I appreciate it. Do a variety of things right now. I'm trying to draw. I'm
Alex
learning.
the Dumb One just joined the Fae Wilds.
That ain't going to get confusing. They're both like puns, that's true. There's a side quest that touches on the idea that Edmund might have been like Renard plays them up. That's funny, that's perfect. I don't know if the Lava Kate's character quest is still available. Really? Aw. You're invading a planet with people already there and injecting radiation rocks to the ground. My favorite. It's my favorite. Alright, let's figure out how heads work. How this works.
Clears throat, all right, folks. Looks like it's ad break time.
And Bill, we
But
put the
don't
cancer
worry,
rock on the
I'll be
planet
right
for
here
profit.
waiting for you when the stream
You're dealing
comes back.
with hallucinations
Plenty
and
of more
fears and
awesome
memories.
jokes and fun to
Oh,
come.
that's
Lol.
right. I'm erasing this. I'm starting it over. I'm gonna actually try and draw the shape of the head, not a circle. I don't know why I did that. I guess it was just so I could figure out where the head's supposed to start. At the end, you see hallucinations of Edmund floating in the air, going full bore. I have brought you salvation, industry, and you ungrateful wretches do not deserve it. And they have the earth devour the masses. It's just like, I really hope I wasn't that. I'd have been like, nah, bro, I hope I was like that. That's the kind of attitude we need around here. Listen, man, I can't get my magic rock addiction if I'm not exploiting workers. That looks a lot better. What that was. The Edmund, true capitalist. Exactly. You know, can I draw this little heart? Filled that in, but I decided I'll just sketch it in. Try and figure out how hair works. Back, welcome back. Wibbles. right, here we go. Guess rare, I'm back. You're back from the ads. Oh my gosh. Like you're doing a dog meme. I'm cooked. Yeah, I mean, it might be. You should be getting to one of the funniest moments in infield. Really? Okay, so I will probably then hold off on playing it. See here, there we go. Dev knows some good comedic timing. Oh, really? They got that comedic timing. Oh, Jesus. Like that either. Jeez. All right, let's see about. Not a lot. There we go. Excellent. Why'd Pac-Man just die? I have no idea where the Pac-Man came from. If Bernard was a survivor in Dead by Daylight, I would main. Oh, dude, if I could main, like, do that without getting banned off of the fucking planet, that would be amazing. I would absolutely love to mod Dead by Daylight. I like kind of modding games like that. I don't like those. I think Dead by Daylight would be fun. But I want to make sure that I go in blind, and it would be funny if it was like, like blind with somebody coming in. I think that would be pretty funny. The Renard is fluffy and full of confetti. I really am. Absolutely. Zara's talking now, so I'm just imagining you say, "This ain't the Fae Wilds." All spotting. I shouldn't be here. Wait a minute. This seems not great. You know, this was supposed to be a sketch, but I think I just went straight to lines. Also, I think you kind of did do that. do that. I really did. I just try to ignore the community. Oh, is there something going on with the community? Behavior bias and event. The community is toxic if you try and win as a killer. Oh, I have no idea what was going on with the community. Like, dang. Can be like League of Legends? Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna at least put the eyes on a separate layer. Of course, the community can cannibalize itself. 10 years! Dang, that's pretty good. I'm gonna come and give this to Zafane, and Zafane's like, oh, that's cool. Like, how many layers is it? I'm like, it's 2. And then he's gonna slap me. He's going to slap me. I can feel it. Make 4 more layers and add nothing to them. I just hit the layer button as fast as I can. I just let the camper hit the guy that generated tunneling. Oh no. You can say you have 6 layers. Camping thing was originally how some killies worked. Oh. You know, with traps and stuff. It's the nature of PvP. Don't let it affect your interest in the game. Okay. The only community I've seen that isn't actively toxic. It's not actively, it's only passively toxic. I don't even know if that's a thing. Keep the toxicity mostly contained. Most online communities with PvP are toxic. Thank God. Rock and Stone. Oh, yeah. Deep Rock Galactic's pretty fun. I was thinking about doing a Deep Rock Galactic community stream. You know, along with that Night Rain stream that I keep promising. And then never doing. Eyebrow just took off. You got a dip for the Fae Hot Spring. Excellent. You have a good dip in the Fae Hot Spring. We'll see you later. Take it easy, Raven. Since I played how to play Gunner. I know it's been a minute since I've played Rock and Stone game. Deep Rock. I used to play Engineer a lot. Just before the mechanical enemies got added in. Yeah, same thing. Same here. Same here. Sure I'm on the right fucking layer. Not that I didn't have friends to play. Yeah, it was centric friend group. They tend not to want to play other games. That's a good point. That's true. That's why I like to do community stuff. Because I know there's a lot of people that are interested in doing a lot of like community, like I want to play this game, and then, you know, never get a chance to play it. I made her face a little long. Now that I think about it. Now look at this. Heating your face is a little long. Have long faces. I guess that's true. Because I want to get... I know that Atlas released an update. I would love to get back into Atlas a little bit. Not know how hair works. My God. Ugh. My Warforged is doing his usual fare of going around crushing the heads of enemies. Oh wow. As a Warforged ought do. Oh man, Warforged are cool. I kind of like them. I kind of like the idea of like we made magic golems with sentience, and then the war was over, and now they just kind of wander around. Would have been when nature decided that my room would look better with a dumpster. That's right. That's right. If I do this. It's gonna make her neck longer though. Just a little bit. Actually, I kind of like that hair thing it was doing there. Is right there. I have a tendency to play as small guys. You like to be the little guy. Listen, who doesn't want to be a little gremlin sometimes? Let's smooth this out a bit. Also, hello, Sasha's. How you doing? Thank you for following. I'm Renard Crush, your friendly Fae Fox guide to the Fae Wilds.
Sasha's _corner just joined the Fae Wilds.
Hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. Do a variety of stuff between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Central Time. We have a Discord. There we go. Thank you, Iphany. Sol was a goblin who snapped the staff of the Magi and spy. As one does. That's what does, after all. Like, who wouldn't? Sketch shading, baby. All right. Back to my eyes layer. I'm gonna put some Soul accidentally to town, huh? As you do. Intentionally more like chaotic evil. I mean, you know. I hate that. I need to sit down and remap these buttons. This drive me nuts. Alright, let's see if I can, like, 10 minutes. Draw some tails, baby. Drink the water. Oh shit, I missed that. Drink the water. We're drinking the water. Ugh. Vieira, who had been driven completely insane by the Mist Ether. Oh. Evil character's just Ricardo. I'm having to change up because Behemoth style pose stopped existing. Up and talks, I think the archetype will make it actually talk her. So actually, the most evil character I played was funny. It was supposed to be a joke, and she ended up turning into the most evil thing I could think of. So I had a character who was the daughter of a time oracle, and she got stuffed into a different reality. So of course she had an alternate ego reality of herself running around in the timeline that she was now in. And so this was the original Vivi. This is where Vivi came from. But she had her alter ego, or like the timeline she was in, you know, the version of her in that timeline was named Fifi. But she was also haunted by her evil grandmother known as Valencia. And Valencia basically was like, oh, cool, I'm in a timeline where I don't have to worry about the consequences of my past actions. I just need a body. And right now I'm stuck, you know, due to a family curse. I think it was like, because you have to pick a bloodline curse. And so she was haunted by her evil grandmother. And so she's like, okay, well, I just need, I can't, you know, she's with a bunch of heroes. So if I try and take over her body, they're going to just exorcise me. So I need a better plan than this. No, you just have a curse. Yeah, and I think that's how I flavored that curse, I think. You had to pick a curse. So she was, you know, she was like, okay. And so she helped Vivi end the party, you know, with the main quest while trying to do a bunch of manipulation stuff. Like, for instance, she had, when a plague hit the town that we were dealing with, and I had Valencia take over Vivi for a while, and she actually got a sample of the plague so that she could use it for her own nefarious purposes later. You know, she was collecting a bunch of cursed stuff and like magic gear and everything. But then, you know, that timeline of Vivi, her name was Fifi, showed up. And she was this whole, she, you know, came off as this drunk lush who just really didn't want to be there. But she had heard tell of somebody impersonating her walking around, and she was like, I got to deal with this. So she, mostly because default flavor, your god decided that mortals like this, right? And no, they do not. So Fifi was running around, and so she ended up joining the party as sort of this side character, right? She was technically a follower, and the whole thing was pretty funny because you know, no one suspected her, right? You know, turns out Fifi was actually, you know, she was chaotic evil, but she was just lazy. You know, she came off as lazy and as a drunk. But through the whole thing, she figured out what was going on. She figured out about Valencia, and she's like, wow, this is an incredibly powerful necromancer, you know, back in the day in her own timeline. So I'm going to take, I need to get her under my control. So she manipulated Vivi into going along with Valencia, but making very subtle adjustments. And this was all behind the scenes. No one was aware. I was terrified someone was going to figure out what was going on. Gianna found out about Valencia. Yeah, that wasn't obvious from word 3. Okay, yeah, but like, you know, she found out Valencia was a necromancer and that, you know, the stuff she had done in the past, and like what kind of magic she had available to her. Because there was a whole bunch of stuff I was doing, like when Vivi was working, like she didn't originally want to talk to Valencia, and I was, you know, Fifi convinced her to not get rid of Valencia, to keep her around because she was useful. And when they were trying to construct a body, Fifi went and put in, you know, got specific, we'll call it limitations and controls put on the body without arising suspicion. And then, you know, got, you know, Vivi to build it. And then, you know, Fifi was tampering with it the whole time. And then, you know, eventually once everything had settled into place and whatnot, you know, Valencia got her body, you know, heroes saved the day, did all that stuff, and then Vivi was sent home. And then, oh, that was the other thing, is that Fifi discovered, oh, I've, you know, figured out that Valencia got a, you know, plague and had some scrolls she shouldn't have, being a hero for the, yeah. Because Fifi was carefully like, okay, so there's the vigilante, you know, Crintel's gonna be busy. The biggest obstacle to, and the alchemist was engaged to a genie, so it's just like, okay, I don't have to worry about that. There was a, you know, Valencia ended up getting married to one of the other party members, and she's like, this is gonna be an issue. So she basically ended up blackmailing the shit out of Valencia. It's like, I'm gonna let every hero on this planet, on this plane, know, like, of what you did, what you used to do. You're an evil necromancer that's invading from another timeline. You have this wonderful little plague in a bottle that you found that you shouldn't have. Here's a bunch of cursed scrolls that you shouldn't have, and I'll let you hold on to these, but I'm gonna take a part of it with me in case I need it, you know, as insurance or proof in case you decide to go off the rails. Also, that body you're using, I have complete control over it, and, you know, I could banish you to the Shadow Realm at any moment in time. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna keep this a secret, and you're gonna do all of this stuff that I tell you to do, and then, you know, send me back a bunch of relics and shit, and, you know, that you know, or undead that you create or control, so that I now can, you know, control them, and I'm gonna take credit for all this stuff that you're gonna be doing behind the scenes for me. And if it fails, it's gonna land on you, and if you end up eating shit, well, that's your problem. And it would be such a shame if your husband had to deal with the fallout for your consequences. You do love your husband, right? You know, all that stuff. Yeah, the big bad villain got out big bad villain down. Yeah. So she basically got blackmailed and, like, you know, set up with something to lose, right? Because she got engaged. So she had a lot to lose all of a sudden. And Fifi just kind of, and that was the most evil I had ever played a character. And there was so much, I was terrified the rest of the party was going to figure out what I was doing. Because I had all this shit just in my inventory while running around. I was like, if somebody digs through my shit, I'm cooked, bro. I was the DM for this. Yeah. Which, you did that beautifully. I loved the all the stuff you let me get away with. That was pretty fun. You know, I'm gonna make a tail there. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh my god, what is even? You know what? I want to see where this goes. And the other cool part was that because Valencia was technically considered a hero at the time, you know, so long as Fifi ordained it. You know, she had contacts now with, like, Crintel, who was in charge, in, like, a vigilante and a really powerful alchemist, and it was like, I need you to ask a favor from the king of this new kingdom, or, you know, stuff like that. Too much to worry about. Turning his own, deciding to become turbo evil out of nowhere. Yeah, that's true. Without being a disruptive jackass of the party. That was my terror. That was what I was scared about the most. Was I was like, I really need to make sure that I am not going to be a problem to the party, because I hate that. I hate hearing, like, I'm an evil jackass. Ooh, Don't like that. Perfect. I think you were disruptive once, but I forget if you were charmed or not. I might have been. I can't actually remember. The slap you did a charm. Oh, there was a moment where Valencia got frustrated at Fifi and shoved her into danger to set off a trap, and then Valencia got chastised for it, which worked beautifully for Fifi. I think there was a moment where I got charmed, which was funny because those characters were not designed really for combat. Completely short-circuiting a fight by just banishing a David to the Shadow Realm. I wasn't thinking that. I was like, I'm just gonna throw this out and see if it works, and it did, and I was like, oh my god, I was ecstatic. I was thrilled with that. I'll try to play the party's jackass rather than trying to ruin things for everyone. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, the trick to playing an actual evil character is to not be disruptive jackass. Help our party take out the final boss the second in command early, and we did not kill him, but broke him in such a way that we couldn't interrogate him. Rogue takes the pally out to some drinks. As the true neutral druid, I skinned the SOB alive 3 times to get all the info. Kinetic neutral cleric. After all I got the info, I left him with the obsidian knife. I used to skid him and left the room. 80% of the campaign. That's pretty funny. This was a good campaign, by the way. Oh. Almost entirely evil, but loyal to one another. Oh, it's like a band of thieves kind of thing. That's always good. It's always fun. Deep in the... Just be loyal to the forked party, yeah. Don't be disruptive to the party. Basically, you know, make sure you gel with the rest of the party members, you know. If you're stealing to help the party, not from the party. Yeah, no. I just found a Hollow Knight reference in Cult of the Lamb. Oh, really? That's pretty funny. More like a band of immoral band of immortality, power-hungry, body part scavenging god wannabes. As you know, Godric the Grafted over here. Hold on, I need to check my references. I don't think I have the... Yeah, I don't. Oh, no, I do. I do have the little zigzaggies. Granted, I want them a little bit wider on this tail over here. That's way too small. I don't think that's too bad. We still do post-game RP sometimes. Last I checked, they were putting lesser gods into a juicer for more power. I mean, that's what you do, as one does, you know? Oh, I'm on the wrong goddamn layer. I'm being 100% serious. Yeah. Yeah, as you should. Listen, you got to get divinity ranks from somewhere. Might as well drink the, juice some gods. There's a magician gambler FFD20 that's secretly a Lord of Illusion who's purposely nerfing themselves to get new inspiration. That's kind of a cool idea, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Some gravity to some of these lines here. What do we think? I can add a little more detail. I wanted to run a campaign. Heck, you got us to kill the... But no, we can kill the gods. Oh. I'm going to pull the lever, but no. I know, right? There's a solid set of lines. Any class here has an archetype that gives them illusion magic. I probably have a character concept for them, even if it's broad strokes. God, yeah, no, that's true. It always takes me a minute to like get into a character. Like I always have to play the character a couple sessions to kind of get a feel for it. Stupid good and people are sleeping on it. I could imagine. I've always wanted to play like a good illusionist. I'm gonna bet Final Fantasy D20 is a good way to do that. Has banned me from explosives. Aw. Aw. That's unfortunate. Bad habits. I think you mean creative solutions, is what I think you mean. Shadow summoning just says spells that have a summon tag. Oh, really? Some interesting summoning stuff we can get there. Nom. Guess whose spell list has all the summon tag? Oh no. Summoner? I'm gonna guess Summoner. Is it Summoner? Like 4 spells, you copy a whole ass other class of spell list up to level 8. Yep. Dang. Pull a quote from our session highlights document. Oh, yeah. How that spell works, you cast all your shadow summoning spells faster than the that's funny. Poor summoner. It's like, I'm you, but better. Have you ever heard of leprosy? What a question. Have you ever heard of leprosy? Because you're about to. That sounds kind of like a threat, man. I'm you, but 40 to 90% real. Better. If you don't hit next time, I'll hit you with lightning. Okay, now that one's a threat. I guess it's more like a warning. Listen, you're gonna pull your weight, or I'm gonna use you like a lightning rod. Standard action to cast shadow summoning, but all of summoner's spells are full actions. Whoa! I love being like, what's the best way to play a summoner? Oh, I know. Illusionist. Shadow summoner, clearly. I connect this whole thing. No, I don't know. Let's do kind of a blended thing there. There we go. I'm gonna share. Just because you cover my eyes doesn't mean you don't still smell like disgusting rotten flesh. Whoa. It's like, listen, you could blind me all you want. I still smell you from a mile away. It's like, just like Impulse. Summoners more on their avatars. Their spellcasting is more to supplement their electric horse or whatever. Oh, I see. I see. As one does. Let me save this again. Save. Okay. All right. I think that's good. I'll go and post this up on Bluesky. We talk RP a lot, as one should. I brought a new friend into the stores. It took them into ASD. I mean, that's a good place to take them. If, you know, it's fun content to show off. But man, that's a hell of a first content. My God. To the point, one shots take like 3 to 5 sessions. Whoa. I mean, I understand that. Listen, that's the fun part of it. You could kind of like, you know, running RP sessions like that. It's always good. Usually gain access to more spells in a roundabout way. Oh, it's because they're avatar. So they just end up with all of the spells. I could just do whatever I want. All right, we're gonna raid somebody. That's what we're gonna do. As soon as I find someone to raid. Boop, boop. Mute myself. Mute it. There we go. We have Zeldrick. Who's chooching right now? We have Raku. Actually, let's go say to Raku. Raku Ferret. They're a good friend of Mizla's, I believe. Join us and kill the snake. Oh yeah, the snake. That boss was funny. I had another friend helping me with that snake. One more story. And we got lucky. Somebody squished in a Pisces in there, a medical Pisces. And we were able to use that to sort of beat the boss with just 2 of us. That was pretty... It was a little iffy, but we got there. You just snipe it. Yeah, you can just kind of snipe it with a ship. With something small enough, you can absolutely do that. Also, thank you all for stopping by. I will probably try and do something tomorrow. I don't know what. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We're gonna figure that out. Maybe I will just vibe in Star Citizen. I don't know. Or do some skit writing or something. I'll figure it out. Maybe we'll start 9 Souls. Oh, you know what? Community night is an option. We could do Night Rain. I don't know who has Night Rain, but you know, I might pull it up to a poll. Hey guys, what do you want to do? Because I know a lot of my audience is busy on Saturdays, so I know community nights can be rough on the weekends. Maybe I'll start later in the day. 2 people is really hard. 3 can be done. That's true. Yeah, Elden Ring, Night Rain, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. All right, we're gonna start this raid. Shabam. It's open for me, so you know. Oh, neat. Okay, cool. I suck at those. I mean, that's fine. I'm not planning to win. I'm just planning to have fun. You know, just mess around, involve the community, that sort of thing. All right. Well, as always, I appreciate everyone stopping by. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. And if I don't see you tomorrow, have an amazing, fantastic weekend. I will most definitely be back Tuesday. I will actually have a game planned. I will see if Padunk wants to do a collab on Thursday. And then I don't know what, I guess Friday will be more sketch practicing. I get the trauma dump. Yeah, I like just talking with you guys. Just vibing and talk about random stuff. It's a good time. It's a good time, as time would tell you. Anyway, until next time, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by, and stay safe out there in those Fae Wilds.
What is this? A wicked gadfly. These cursed nuisances use their surprising vertical agility to obstruct one's forward progress. Heck, Renaud! Hello, how's it going, everybody? How's your night been so far? What were you streaming? Also, welcome, Raiders. My name is Rocket. Tonight we're playing the newer God of War game. We are attempting our best.